Welcome to another round of Spudventures. This week, Shadowtrot Session 8. So take it away, Digo Dragon. I'll just be over here playing the AvisEcho match 3.
Thank you, Spud. All right. Welcome, chummers, to another exciting episode of Shadowtrot. And here we have our team. We have DreadPriest playing Nivix, the unicorn biohacker.
Yo!
AvisEcho as Nebula Flare, Kirin Solarian, and Cookie Stealer.
They were already my cookies. I can't steal them if they were mine already.
Xencarn as Smirkfluff, the Griffon Soldier.
Locked and loaded, sir.
Wingcat as O's, Changeling Mechanic.
Please, a good sister or a goddess?
Icebreaker, GreatDinn as Icebreaker, not the other way around, the Earth Pony Operative.
Have we got a show for you?
And TheStratovarian as Lethe, Changeling Mystic.
Should I be worried about this kind of thing?
And now, the news. Puyallup Mayor Amethyst Nightshade has given an open invitation to Trotter teams in the Seattle area to clean up the Puyallup district of its various low-level street gangs. While it sounds like easy money in your pocket, I have to ask, who exactly is underwriting this cleanup campaign? See, my bits are on a quiet turf war between the local mafia and Yakuza suits. Why either group would want to grab barren wasteland is any pony's guess. Speaking of Trotter work, a Trotter team has facilitated the escape of the infamous unicorn mystic Micro B from the Everett Federal Prison. As a refresher for you forgetful stiffs, Micro B suffers from dwarfism and used her small stature to run a con scheme pretending to be a child ghost whisperer, swindling several wealthy investors of over 350,000 credits. She was serving her third year of a 12-year sentence before her escape. Buckstar police have posted bulletins offering a reward for the small medium at large. Now for another 10-minute round of classic hits from yours truly, Boombox.
Bravo.
Wow, I
Saw that coming.
I did not see that coming at all.
I have heard so many variants on the small, medium, at large, but I still love it every time.
Yeah, I was going to be, just side-eye Nebby. And when was the escape relative to Nebby joining us? And then you go with that.
Sometimes it's about the journey rather than the destination, and that was quite a walk. Thank you.
Now,
Yes.
Hamiltonian, is that a boo or a boo earns?
Boo earns. Okay. All right. So we have facilitated a steal of a truckload of pharmaceuticals for Stellar Wind and her associate doctors on the streets. They've taken the truck and the goods, and they are doing their distributions. You all got paid your $9,000, and some of you have already spent it on some wonderful new toys. So, we are going to have a few days of downtime as things have calmed down for a while. And this week is a week that I believe Icebreaker has been waiting for, because she wants to try to win tickets.
We will get these damn tickets, one way or another.
I am helping you get these tickets. I want them just for the sake of having them.
So to pass along some information, because I'm sure as soon as the group actually got together, Icebreaker would, pass along this information that you got. Sorry.
It's okay.
Something in my throat for a second. So Lock and Stock refused to be all that forthcoming. So all I really got out of them is that they were going for this too, and that perhaps they weren't really working for either side. That said, I do happen to know someone who's going to be at that particular Bloodhawks game, and that makes me want these tickets even more, and it's our good friend Rocky Shores. So, don't know about y'all, but I personally, these tickets just went from a thing I desperately wanted to a thing I will kill for. So,
Was he the one with the bathroom?
Yes, he
Yeah.
was the one with the bathroom.
Yeah, I hate him. Let's go.
I love how that's what you're focusing on and not the child he kidnapped.
Having caught a glimpse potentially
I
of the
see a lot of
bathroom,
that.
I can understand his viewpoint. I'm more for the child myself, but I can understand having seen the horrors that bathroom could spawn in a metaphysical sense.
Did you see something in that base that I didn't? I'm
Yeah,
I'm
can you
desperately
elaborate
curious
on-
now.
Did you not see that bathroom?
Yeah, can you elaborate on what metaphysical threats a bathroom of that kind can manifest?
It was teal.
It was all entirely teal. Every aspect of it was teal. It was a monstrosity. I am on your side, however. I was more important to the kid because I was the one who set the house on fire.
Are you
Well, I
suggesting?
know.
Are you suggesting that leaving that would leave a teal in reality?
Thank you. I was waiting for
I-
that.
I
Well,
love
the
this
paint
game.
might have been a
Then
steal.
one day I am going to smack you
I'm going back to bed.
gently
out.
and as a friend, but I will smack you.
Okay.
I would deserve it.
Icebreaker, Din,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give me a number between and including 1 to 20.
One I roll for, or just pick it out of a hat?
Your choice.
17.
17. Okay. So throughout the week, Boombox has his daily contest. Basically, you got to be the X caller, and he will give a number. It's like you got to be the 5th caller today to win the tickets, or you got to be the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, he says you got to be the 17th caller. Call now. And okay. You call on the phone, it rings, and someone picks up. Hey, this is Boombox. You are the 17th caller. You are our winner today. Tell me, my friend, what is your name?
The name's Icebreaker.
Icebreaker. All right. Icebreaker, you and 5 friends are going to go to the premiere meet and greet this Saturday with the Bloodhawks. How do you feel?
I could scream if it wouldn't ruin your audio.
Oh, go right ahead. I've got enough hardware around here to keep that from blowing out my speakers.
Give us 5 seconds to deafen.
Please don't.
Okay.
Ever
Everyone
again.
deafen.
Technical note: Newbie Spud's audio muted. That you may have heard a brief scream and it cut off.
No.
Be grateful.
no need.
Be grateful, audience.
I heard it cut out as well.
Good. I faced away from the microphone and screamed.
I like the fact that it only cut out in the middle, so we got the start and we got the end. You just missed the middle section, which made it kind of sound like you were swearing.
I got the effect because it's cut off, and then it's like, oh, it just hit a range that we did not perceive, and dogs are now screaming and crying.
Yelled so that he briefly, faded out of existence and then came back.
Somehow outside the apartment building, there's 7 cars in the street that the alarms just went off, Just a string of wee, 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 womp, womp,
Icebreaker briefly sticks her head out the window. Shut up! Some of us are celebrating!
Kina, did you happen to record how many decibels that got to?
What, me?
No, Machina. I'm assuming we're all on the home base as we do this.
Machina's just kind of, sorry? Internal error. I wasn't sure. It was high.
Leith sort of pausing from meditation at the silence is, did someone stick their hoof in an electric socket?
No, but if I happen to do it today, I could die happy.
Please don't. I don't want to have to get the CPR kit.
All right.
And it just in the background, Nivix's head's poking out of his room, and then slowly goes back in. I'm not getting involved.
Thank Cadence, I didn't have to actually hurt anybody to get these.
Well, that was probably plan B.
It was definitely plan B.
Yeah. I wrote down several ideas of how you could have gotten those tickets. So anyway, Icebreaker, you now have the 6 tickets. It's 2 parts. The first is the Saturday meet and greet with the Seattle Bloodhawks. This takes place this Saturday, and there's an address there. It will be taking place at the estate of Stephen Haas. He is the owner of the team. Now, it is a black tie event, which means that everyone you bring needs to be at least semi-formal in attire. There will be celebrities and guests and photographers there, so you want to make a good impression.
Okay. Will do.
And then, of course, the second part of the tickets is VIP box seating, which means you get your own little private box with you and your friends. To the first game of Urban Brawl for the 2054 season versus the Manhattan Murder Hobos.
Well, I know who's getting their ass handed to them. Go Bloodhawks.
And then those rolls in the background, Oz thought he made some cookies, but they're not there, so he goes back and makes some more cookies. Completely missing Nebula.
Wow, that's a lot of stealth and sleight of hand.
Just imagine the cookie stealing potentials of getting the climbing implants.
I have to say this real fast. Why didn't you go with Spider Neb?
Oh, thank God I wasn't the only one thinking that.
Meanwhile, Machina's got like a Roomba going over the carpet. Where did this come from? I didn't see anybody go by.
Because I literally thought of it in 2 seconds and I can't go back and edit.
Well.
All right.
We'll recover. Okay. Oz and Lethe, I trust. Nivix, Nebula, and Smirkfluff, we are going to have a talk about proper attire and manners.
A suit, a tie, pants, and don't shoot anyone. It's not complicated.
Okay, good.
Well, maybe shoot a couple of people depending on the day.
No.
What if they attack me first?
Smirk, if the kind of people who are at that party attack you, they're either guards, in which case you fucked up, or they're these rich snobby types, in which case, come on.
Fine.
Icebreaker, can I have some cotton candy?
No, not yet.
If you give it to me, I'll do whatever you want for a full 3 days. No questions asked.
What day is it? Tuesday?
Tuesday now.
Cover the party.
Starting the day of the party. Going once. Going twice.
You understand that if you double cross me on this, I'm not going to teach you how to swipe things.
Going 2.5.
All right. What does cotton candy cost?
Like just a...
I will bribe this child.
I was going to say, don't I have I know there was something about crafting foods that we talked about months ago with this.
I mean, for 5 credits, you could get a big bag of, cotton candy from the store.
Let's do that then.
It's basically, it's yarn sugar. It's not that difficult.
Hey, this is the cyberpunk future. Everything could be terrible.
Well, true.
I don't know how, it's not easy for me to get cotton candy now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
They don't sell it anywhere near me. And all of the fairs have been canceled.
Because, plague.
Yes.
That's sad because my
Yeah.
supermarket sells it.
Yeah, mine doesn't.
That's so sad.
And I live in the frickin' heartland of county fairs. So
well,
it should be everywhere, and yet.
Well, at least you're not dealing with cyberpunk plagues.
True.
Virus is a nasty thing.
Mm-hmm.
Carbon plague. Ugh.
Malware. Ugh.
Oz has offered Icebreaker and Nivix to upgrade those haste spell ampules they have, if they accept, to have the form of candy-coated outside, chocolate core, and a special shot distilled molten core.
Okay.
Nivix would be interested in helping make that because
Haste spell in a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, especially for insertion in Nebula in case of emergency.
I'm sure you have good intentions, but I do not think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Like I said,
So-
for emergency use only.
So I'm going to take that as a no from me.
All right, but then Nivix might get one?
oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. Third order of business. You have stolen a pickup truck and a little yellow electric vehicle. Like a bug. Like a Volkswagen.
We might want to
Oh my god, we have a bug.
I was gonna say, I think that'll be Nivix's vehicle. There's a reason. Let me find the image. You guys keep going.
To be clear,
Change.
the electric vehicle is Nivix's?
Well, I believe it was driven off by Smirkfluff and Nebula, but I mean, it's up to you guys to decide who drives that one.
So it's an electric Volkswagen?
Basically.
So it's a lightning bug.
Yeah. Okay. Soft
Nivix
clap in
is
your
taking
direction.
that. Oz will drive the pickup, which is now fortified to carry everybody if necessary.
Hmm.
Do we
Alright.
still have that really big truck we used to carry off all that stuff?
No.
No, that was handed over to the dock with the stuff inside it.
Yeah.
Oh,
They need
damn.
it to do
I
the
wanted a big
transportation.
truck.
To hide that. Our ability to hide that is non-existent.
All right. Well, if you want to change the paperwork and falsify records so it doesn't show up as a stolen vehicle, it's $75 credits per vehicle to change everything into your name through
Okay.
shadow channels. So whoever wants to do that for either vehicle or both, if you want to keep them both.
Oz will do it for the pickup truck since it's going to be in his name apparently.
Okay.
I cannot find the image. A good one.
Rats. You gonna pay the 75, Nivix, or do you want someone else
Yeah.
to?
I'll do it.
All right. We have 2 vehicles now.
Well, 3.
Yeah.
You have the
Oh, great.
original
I'll-
pickup truck.
I'll try finding a better one. I'll have to actually, pull up O's to go through it. But the character Dr. Maki had a little beetle as his car.
So we got pickup truck, a lightning beetle, and a third vehicle, you said?
Yeah, another pickup truck.
Oh, I thought those were both just the same pickup truck.
No, you have your original pickup truck that you got from
Oh,
the...
the original pickup truck is what Oz is it's putting in his name.
Well, that you already did.
Huh. Okay, then do we have anyone who wants to keep the other pickup truck?
Yeah, we should probably have as many vehicles as we can get our hands on, because the less we take the same vehicle to crime scenes, the better.
You
Okay,
can also sell cars later.
True.
who other than Nivix and Oz wants to take the other pickup truck?
Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
I was gonna say if
I'm
we
not
just have it
piloting,
as
I'll take it.
the reserve.
Put it in the child's name. Surely nothing can go wrong there.
The
Okay, so
child
it's under
knows
like
no-
Icebreaker.
No ranks in piloting.
Neither does Nivix, which is why it's gonna be a hilarious vehicle.
Yeah, no, that.
Well-
so Smirk is taking that other truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Worst case, you could always have the vehicles drive themselves.
That's true.
As long as you're within city limits, there is a grid guide system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust that fancy schmancy self-driving car nonsense.
Okay, but real talk, I saw one of them in the parking lot of a supermarket the other day, and oh my gosh, it was kind of nuts.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is, it's the city limits. So,
Well, yeah, because that's as far as the network extends.
well, yeah, but I mean, frequently we have a need for speed, and that speed goes beyond the limits.
Yeah, well, you have to drive it yourself if you want to break the law.
Breaking the law. Okay, cool.
And if you ever want to repaint the vehicles or decal them or anything, just let me know later on. I'll give you prices.
Got it. I really hope we didn't take someone important's car that was left outside a warehouse.
Most likely, they're company cars that belong to Crash Carriage.
I see.
So
Somehow that makes me more nervous. I mean, I don't know.
Why? Because they're going to look for filed off serials on vehicles now?
I think it's just, if it belongs to a person, it's like, oh, we could hit the range between like spiteful person and someone who's just like, oh, it sucks, but whatever. Companies, especially companies this large, tend to really want to keep track of everything that was theirs.
Yeah.
Well, no sense worrying about it now.
Nope.
Bit too late.
Yep.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure.
Any other order of business before Saturday?
Nope.
Oh, should we actually go out and buy suits and stuff? How much is that going to cost?
5. I checked.
I will get everyone professional clothes. Like, this is on Icebreakers. Do not screw this up for me.
Actually, Lethe has 3 different sets of professional different clothing for depending on the occasion.
I have 2.
Do I get to pick the color?
I have travel clothes.
As long as it's a black tie, sure.
I have this mental image of a changeling, like fashionista, that buys clothes, puts them on the rack, and never wears them. Just transforms themselves to have the clothes because they want the pristine look every time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why I have
those is do
3
one.
different sets of polymorphic clothes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I've got a different one in each of them. And with,
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, like with O's there as well, it's a matter of just proper programming. That was it. You can go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, there is no way that in this world they do not have changelings whose job is just, I will go somewhere to show you what you would look like in this outfit. You can try it on without ever leaving your home.
I actually.
I mean, changing tailors would be a thing, right?
Yeah.
Because they could just use themselves as measurements. It just makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually kind of cool and also terrifying.
Anyway.
It's why they're in demand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
God, I can't imagine how much that would cost.
A lot. Anyway.
Also, can I have a brown suit?
Brown suit with a black tie?
Look, black is going to look really odd with my coat coloring.
I suppose you are... Wait, you're wearing black now!
Yeah, and it stands out and it looks weird. And that's that's a tactical thing.
Icebreaker, what looks good on me?
I don't know offhand what would be a good complementary color for Nebula. I think Icebreaker would know, but I don't know.
Yeah. Nebula's
because you're a darkish
red, right?
Purple, so you'd want...
Nebby is a bunch of purples and blues.
I'd go with a green, maybe, like an emerald green kind of thing. So you've got the rich dark purple with the blues there. Both of them are within the shade that would go well with green.
The problem
what's your eye color?
Kind of ruin it. Her eye or pink?
Because you could go with the classic and go with the matching eye color outfit. Though considering how dark your coloring is, you probably don't want to go with another set of another dark outfit because it's just going to blend. You're going to want something a little bit more colorful. So you're probably going to want something like said, something a little bit lighter green or a lighter bluish to keep on theme. Though, because you are going with a more sort of star solar theme, you could go with something like the outfit Twilight wore for the Grand Galloping Gala and go for like something more star colored. But you probably don't. But yeah, you want something a little bit lighter so it stands out.
Double Cross is very adamant. Baby blue outfit. You goddamn something. So angry. I will Chinevio you in Breach Dimensions to give your horses basic color advice. Well,
I don't know if baby blue would work. To be honest,
it would work better than the green because while you all are paying attention to her blue and purple, I am pointing to her horn and scales, which throw green out the window and make it look kind of gross.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I know, I think that my thought was I found these. I mean, it doesn't matter what I think. I'm bad with colors.
I just want to like rewind a bit to Xencarn's whole spiel about like fashion, and imagine that was in character from Smirkfluff. Just this string of like fashion suggestions.
I mean, okay, out of character. My grandmother made clothes, my sister makes clothes, and my wife makes clothes. This is a discussion I have to hear and have heard for the last 28 years of my life.
Okay, so you
Tell your wife
this a lot.
Otherwise, I'm going to tell her that on Friday.
Just a note: if we're debating between light blue, and light green, let's avoid teal because that's right in Netland range.
No shit.
We are not dressing Nebby in teal.
No, that would look gross. The point is, I'm currently trying to figure out a color that adds to the horn because I kind of did that, and I'm regretting it.
I need a full image of your character, and I don't have one on hand.
I can give you one. Give me 2 seconds. I have
that
it
would be
open.
great. Thanks.
I'm staring at it. You can continue. We're just doing this.
I'm still trying to find Dr. Maki's car. Why is it so hard to find the image of this little shit car?
I don't know, man. We are getting wildly off topic and extremely distracted.
All right, so let's forge ahead to Saturday then. That would be January 17th, I believe.
All right, so we show up dressed for the job. Do we want to take one vehicle, 2, or 3?
2.
All right, Oz will drive the pickup truck, and I assume the second one is the electric bug?
I think probably, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever the 2 nicest cars are.
Who's in which car?
I think Icebreaker's going to be in the bug.
So Icebreaker, Nivix, and there's only room for 2 in there, right?
2 and maybe Nebby.
Oz is making sure Nebby goes with Smirk to make sure she sits still-ish during the ride.
Really pretty. Sorry. Sorry, the Kurt sending me dresses and one was actually really pretty.
Okay.
I think we've got it. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if you can fit it around a child, sure. But
I mean, yeah, obviously you wouldn't have the same top half, but you'd do this kind of thing for the coloring, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking like something gradient-y. Yeah.
Neat.
Okay. Forgive the large map.
Forgive it for what?
All right. So 2 vehicles. There will be ponies, a couple, some young stallions and mares there to take the keys and park the cars for you. You don't even have to tip if you don't want to, but
Of course I'll tip. What kind of monster doesn't tip?
Thank you.
Typical tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much do I need to take off my credits for both cars?
whatever you feel. They're not expecting anything, so they don't have like any kind of sign up that says, tip wage or whatever.
They each get 50 now and 50 later?
Oz is
Whatever you
glad to
want.
let Nivix tip for him.
I mean, you see some people like give as low as 10, other people go as high as 40, 50, just-
I'll give 50 now, 50 later. So
Okay.
Picking up the car is just as important.
Yeah, well, they'll give you the tickets for the keys so that you can claim it later. And they go to park it.
Okay, Double Cross. What kind of monster doesn't tip, Brits? What kind of monster doesn't tip in America? Are you happy? Do I need to be this pedantic?
Australians usually don't tip when they go overseas.
I know, because y'all pay your workers fair wages. We can move on here.
Anyway,
All right. So you're greeted at the door by the butler. Good evening. Welcome to the party. Your names?
Icebreaker and +5.
He has a data pad. He puts Icebreaker +5 on there. Very well. The party is straight ahead past the stairs to the ballroom. Help yourselves to any and all hors d'oeuvres. There will be continuous refreshments throughout the evening. And dinner will be at 8. And he steps aside and lets you all kind of just have at the place.
Icebreaker will stretch out a hoof to shake his hand.
Pauses a moment, then shakes it.
Thank you very much for all your hard work tonight. I hope everyone here treats you well. And she will move on.
All right. Go on in.
It is good to be good to the help. If for no other reason, when we need to escape, maybe they will be nicer to us.
Also, they control our food, so
Yes.
Mhm.
All right, let's crash this shindig.
Yeah, Lethe
Your
would
car's
be,
outside.
No, we crash into it later.
Lethe would be going with a bit of a sort of a variant on her usual colors in a bit more of the sort of a deeper green with a very, very more reddish style option that definitely has been tailored to look in the upper class of things.
ooh, that sounds nice.
Oh,
But yeah, she
was
is
a
actually
deep-
going as a changeling though, a visible one, but just not as she normally looks. But will nod very gracefully and offer a thankful bow as she enters as well to the I'm trying to think what is the name of the person that greets? It is a greeter.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying to remember if it had a different name or not.
I mean, there's probably other fancier names, but greeter is also fine.
Okay.
A greeter is fine too.
Yeah. I mean, just in this case, it's the head butler,
Head butler, thank you.
the one who buttles.
The
takes care of
major
everything.
domo.
Yes.
Okay.
Likewise, going as a changeling off as a usual deeper blue, military blue, frankly. Looking like, yeah, he's there, he has a job to do, he's working, but he still belongs here.
All right.
Now, logically speaking, I should do my best to, interact with the crowd, mingle, mix, and eventually lead my way over to Rocky Shores. Icebreaker is going to the Bloodhawks.
Nevi saw one person and made a beeline, and it was very obvious what was going to happen.
All right. Let's see here. Let me just roll real quickly. Zoop.
I'm sorry, just saw one of the names. Uzi Parabellum.
Mm-hmm. I'm more concerned with who's in the breakfast nook, but
Yeah,
Oh, I
true.
saw that too. I saw that too, and I told that guy.
All right.
but I don't think Icebreaker's noticed yet.
We'll since most of the party seems to be going over towards Stellar, we'll go ahead and start with that. You see Stellar there. She's talking to 2 griffins. And when she sees you all, she kind of turns and gets up. It's like, oh, hey, how you all doing? Nice to see you all. Hey, and she gives you a hug, Nebula.
Hugs.
Didn't think I would see anyone here that I would actually recognize.
Yep,
Leave.
we're here. Icebreaker wins at winning.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I sort of got here by luck myself. One of my fellow street docs knows one of the players, Goose, but he couldn't make it and he didn't want his ticket going to waste, so he kind of gave it to me. And I mean, how am I going to say no to a fancy party? I mean, look at this. I mean, the seats here, I mean, I think it's fake leather, but I can't tell the difference.
Inspect to make sure it's leather.
Genuine Corinthian leather. Can I do his voice?
The only way you'll know for sure is if you eat it.
It's a
Later.
plant. It's a plant-based leather, but it's so close to the real thing.
So pleather.
Kinda, yeah, but not that cheap. I mean, this is actually sturdy and would probably resist getting punctured a few times.
The impossible burger of chairs.
One of the two griffins kind of turned to you all and say, "Well, so looks like you all know the doctor over here. So what kind of business do you all work in?"
Security, mainly.
Ah, security. Okay, yeah. I think Carob's husband used to be in security before he bit the big one, but you know how it is that you live short lives, you die, pretty quickly. So you got to live it to the fullest,
Of course, it's a dangerous business, but you need to find time for recreation.
Definitely. And let me tell you, the best recreation, there is this Griffin-owned facility downtown. It is the best gymnasium and greenhouse. I mean, it's a great place. You can work out, you can meditate. I mean, they do Pilates on every Tuesday. Best place. Let me tell you, you want my business card? Have a business card.
Oh, thank you very much. And I'll take that and slip it into my suit pocket.
So you're definitely, to me, I believe, a griffin of quite the highest regard and charm, actually. Yeah.
I do try, and I appreciate it.
So yeah, Stellar is just kind of like, yeah, this is kind of a really great price. I mean, like the food here. I mean, look how tiny these little hors d'oeuvre things are. I don't even know what they're made of, but they taste pretty good.
How did they make a sandwich this small?
Can I have one?
You could have, yeah, you can have several.
Takes the whole plate, puts it in her bag.
Well, no, you're supposed to eat it, not put it away.
I'll eat one, but I gotta save the rest.
Anybody else got anything for Stellar Griffins?
Lethe would sort of smile, take a moment to approach and bow, and I'm glad to see you are doing well. And anyone that you would be interested in introducing us to, as she'll look around and see if she would be willing to extend the invitation that way.
Well, I haven't been here that long, and I've just been chatting with these fine Griffin folk here. They do a lot of great and interesting exercise businesses downtown. Maybe I probably should join a gym membership or something at some point.
Cardio is always worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like this, kind of pretty awkward at these kind of places. I don't get very social or anything. Kind of just stay home in my office, treating ponies, watching movies on the weekends.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. It can be a very daunting prospect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, are the griffins here to pump you up?
In a way. Oz, when you pass by the servant has a tray of bubbly champagne.
Right. Oz is over here because he saw Icebreaker heading off by herself and is just, okay, single friend by herself. Probably not the best idea. Let me be there just in case something breaks out.
Okay.
And finds himself just happening to be in position to listen in to a conversation between 5 people or 5 ponies, and having recently been mimicking the telepathy trick that his sister had, is practicing listening to what they're thinking and what they're saying. And only once he's in position does he realize who he's listening to and who the party was targeting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you are right there next to Rocky Shores, of course.
Mhm.
Stephen Haas, the one and only host. Carib Hayford. From what you could pick up on the conversation, she seems to run farms in the Snohomish area. Dr. Nero Chandler. You recognize that name from the hidden facility earlier on that you guys raided. He seems to be in good spirits. And of course, at the far end, Uzi Parabellum, who, of course, is the assistant to the one and only Golden Deposit. And you can see that she is carrying a laptop, and Golden Deposit has basically Skyped his way into this conversation because he could not make it in person yet.
Who uses Skype?
Well, whatever the 2054 version is.
Again. Yeah, Oz is mainly trying not to freak out and to listen and get good intel that he can relay. Because that's about all he's able to think of right now is, don't mess this up.
Okay.
It's a party of everyone we love.
You basically have Stephen Haas and Rocky Shores talking to each other. Now, I think that this year, we're going to see the Manhattan Murder Hobos do a lot better than last. We didn't make the playoffs, but we picked up a good sniper this time around. So I think we're going to go ahead and make it all the way this year. And Stephen Haas is like, no. My Bloodhawks, they're the best, okay? I am positive that we're not going to have the same motorbike accidents that we had last season. I mean, I'm willing to bet you 200 on this time. I mean, maybe start small there, but we'll definitely pitch it up maybe 5 or 6 by 3rd or 4th game. To which, of course, you have a Golden Deposit kind of pipe up. I'll put 350 on the Murder Hobos because, I mean, Nay Yorker at heart, my team, you know how it is. So I got to go over and give that. Others kind of nod and stuff like that. And they're basically starting a betting pool for the season on the various teams.
President Oz is scanning the minds gently to see if he can find out which of them plans to try something, either at the party or to rig the event, or otherwise is up to something.
Okay. If you want to roll something for that.
Yeah, just what would be a sense motive, maybe?
Sense motive is a good one.
Of course, it's untrained, but
Why do I have the very distinct feeling that the 200, 300 is not ending there? There
It's
might
not.
be like 3 or 4 zeros afterwards.
There's definitely 3 zeros after that. With a sense motive of 15, you don't think they're gonna actually cheat or try anything. These people look like they have the kind of money that if they lose, $350,000 on a bet, next game. And the way they talk, they seem like this is something they've been doing for a few years.
They're playing penny stocks.
Exactly. These are multi-millionaire ponies that
Yeah.
have money to just throw around on games.
Yeah.
okay. Since they're not up to anything, Oz makes a mental link over to Lethe, relaying what he's seeing and what he's hearing, and is just asking for okay, what do I do?
Okay.
Keep Icebreaker from causing trouble. Just listen as best you can. She'll reply over the talk as she gets a heads up. And mostly she's keeping a watch on Nebby for things so that things don't escalate into fire.
Y'all have
No.
such little faith in me.
No, we don't. It's not that we don't have faith in you. It's that we trust your penchant for fire is well deserved, and we're just hoping things haven't escalated yet to that point.
Riley steps over to Icebreaker
Well,
and
we're
infiltrates
here.
into the circle Icebreaker den.
Okay. Icebreaker, you're meeting 5 members of the 13 Metapony team for the Bloodhawks. They have name tags on their uniform, so you see them going around circular, starting with the spinning gentleman on the lower left there.
Mhm.
Black Kite, Red Tail, Sparrow, Buzzard, and Goose.
Sorry, I'm writing these down. And that's just circular bottom left all the way around?
Yep.
So, okay. And I'm assuming this one pony who is in a uniform, but it's a different color, I'm assuming not of the Bloodhawks. This one right here.
That one is, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's Buzzard.
Oh, that's Buzzard? Okay. So, is this...
That is a photographer.
Okay.
One quick thing. Let me move these two around because Red Tail is supposed to have the red mane.
Makes sense.
That was my bad.
No worries. I saw the black outfit on the one I'm right next to. And was like, I guess that's a member of the
photographer. She's interviewing them, asking questions, taking pictures of them.
All right.
She runs a little magazine.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to directly step into someone else's turf, so I will hold back for now. But as soon as she is finished, Icebreaker is going to allow herself a moment to fangirl.
Okay. Well, you get that moment when she's finished, and she kind of steps away to jot down notes and stuff for her expose.
All right. Icebreaker is going to step forward and say, hi, my name is Icebreaker. I won the competition on Boombox's station, and I just got to say it is an honor and pleasure to meet all of you. I've been a fan of the Bloodhawks since I was just a little filly, and I just it's so good to meet all of you.
They all kind of just smile. No, I say, hey, no problem. Yeah, always glad to meet a fan, and it's really good. We're happy to be here. We're really pumped up for this season. I think we can definitely make it all the way this year and clinch that championship.
Definitely. Y'all, I know in my heart of hearts that we are going to crush everyone this year. The 52 season might have been our low point, but this is going to be our year. I just know it.
Definitely.
And she'll take a moment, take a very deep breath, and go, well, I'm sure you get folks like me all the time who sort of lose their marbles around you, so I just wanted to swing by, say hello, and if you happen to be interested, I happen to run a little vid show called Sinking Ships. It might be worth your time if you're interested, and obviously any of you can come on for an interview at any time.
Oh, yeah, they kind of nod at each other. We definitely got to talk to our agent about that, but yeah, definitely we'll look into it. It's always good to get a little extra publicity here and there, starting up the season soon.
Icebreaker nods and then says, well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'll head out for now. But thank you again, and knock them all dead.
Oh, we certainly will. Yeah.
And Icebreaker is going to turn around, and Oz can hear her muttering to herself, why did you bring up the 52 season, you idiot?
Scanning her mind if she lets him.
Sure. I think she's too unfocused right now.
But getting more than just mutters.
You can overhear...
about asking the team, and just no priority is safeguard Icebreaker, so he trots back with Icebreaker.
So yeah, Icebreaker, still a affiliate heart when it comes to sports.
Once they are slightly away, Oz puts a hoof around her, just friendly gesture, as an excuse to lean close and whisper, yeah, so see this group that's right over on the other side of the room?
Mm-hmm.
Anything that we want to do, well, they're right there.
Aside from listening at the moment, I can't think of anything.
All right, so you guys kind of listen into their conversation for a moment. Going back to the other group with Stellar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask real quick. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You can ask.
I was who the one to the right of Lethe is at the moment. I had someone come at the door and I had to step away for briefly, so I missed names.
The one to the right of Lethe. Her name is Crystal Chandelier. She runs a mining operation, actually out of the mid states, over close to not Texas, but kind of give.
You talk about the coalition, the coalition that would be there. I'm trying to think of what it's called.
I don't know. We'll say like Appaloosa area, just to kind of give it a pony name.
Okay.
But she runs some crystal mining operations over there. You know, the figures that she makes is astronomical compared to what you do.
Yeah,
And-
but Lethe would actually sort of be, again, sort of curiously talking to her more about some of the more unusual potential, like, deposits that she's run into for, like, that end up more as crystal distributions as focusing matters for the metaphysical, because such things do exist, and again, just sort of networking that way for a little bit as she sort of listens southward to the with the two of them, and especially with Nivix there to sort of screen for other matters if she picks up anything from those two, given that they had the Skype call with the one person that had a very interest in their friend that they rescued.
Yes.
So you would want a sense motive then.
Mhm.
Okay, that did not actually go through with the ranks, it looks like. So I'll have to get that later, but this will be with a +1 for whatever I roll.
Okay.
27.
Nice. Okay. Well, they're definitely not talking about your friend that you rescued. They're just talking about money and betting for the most part. You can pick up that Dr. Chandler there. Seems a little on the nervous side. He's just kind of about a lot of this. I mean, he's not rich or anything, so it's not like he can join in on the betting. He's just there for the company.
Mm-hmm.
But you could tell that, you know, he checks his watch a little more often than somebody who's calm would be checking.
Yeah, and he's the one to the direct south, right? Or to the left?
No, he's through the breakfast nook, the blue one. got
Oh,
it.
okay. That
Yeah,
one. Okay.
That one.
I see him with the mouse over the names. Okay, I'm just derping. Sorry.
It's all right. I couldn't name every one of them.
No, it's fine. It's
I just named the important ones.
yeah, but she's gonna make her way a little bit to the left, seeing that Smirk has got Nebula under control and reined in.
Y'all forget that Stellar is here. What kind of monster do you take me for that I'm gonna do something, that Nebby's gonna do something when Stellar is here?
Just to be clear, is that a legitimate question that you want us to answer, or
I do, because I take offense if you think the answer is anything, but no, she's not going to do anything.
You tossed the entire platter of horse dervs into your bag.
Yes, to eat for later.
That is doing something.
so you stole food in the first 5 minutes we were here, so
It was
you
good
know.
to me.
Oh my word! But
I have
she's-
done nothing wrong.
But she's going to sort of excuse herself as she sort of moves between and
Mhm.
takes a moment to sort of sit next to the Dr. Nero there and offers a moment of your time. And she sort of motions to the watch.
Channel is kind of like looks around a little bit. Sure, we can have a moment.
Again, something wrong. It's like you don't really seem like you're really here for the game as much as some other people have been. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Stephen Haas is a friend of mine, so you know he invited me over just to kind of chit chat. Work's always been so busy these days, you know.
So what is it that you do? I'm
I am a kind of a biotechnician.
Oh, okay. You that would be at a guess, given some of the companies around here trying to make names and news. That would be Shirwase.
Yeah. sharp eye there. I didn't think my name would actually be, anything important. I'm just kind of one of those little grunts that get stuffed in the lab most days just to,
Well, as I
do little
said,
things.
everyone has their place and niche, and some people can excel in places that others cannot. It's really where you feel you are best at, and hopefully that you are seen being able to do such.
I suppose. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just not the too talkative kind of type. It's been a long couple of days and a lot of deadlines at work, that sort of thing.
Sorries. She would try to see if he wanted to sort of talk shop with some of the. See if he would definitely some of the, given the sort of with the bioengineers, some of the with a lot of how much magic goes into a lot of pony stuff, sort of chat with him a little bit about some of the mystical matters and see if he sort of picks up on that or not, if he wants to keep it more towards the science of that rather than the hybridization that some other places might be interested in trying.
Yeah,
Just
he's
sort
not.
of
He's not too knowledgeable in the magical portions of that, but definitely the science stuff he's got down pat. He's definitely the same Chandler you saw notes on over at the lab.
Okay.
But he doesn't say anything about.
No,
too
she's
deeply
not
about
trying
his
to fish
work.
for that, but she's
Yeah.
just trying to get a bit. I guess get a read on him, which more or less than she already has.
Okay.
While she's chatting and all, is anyone else sort of doing anything unusual? Like think like they were concerned with someone talking?
No,
With
they
this
all
or that?
seem, as far as you can tell, everybody else seems to be having a good time. Not doing anything, no cares or anything, no plans other than just, chat, talk about whatever, eat some good food.
While Lethe has the doctor distracted, Oz gets out a data pad, scrolls through it for certain archival imagery, and then when there's a good moment, a good break in the conversation, he shows the image of a certain Kirin to Dr. Nero's just, so, Doctor, I was wondering if you had any information on this Kirin?
Doctor kind of squints
Kieran,
at it.
no,
And,
great.
no, can't say that I do. Doesn't look like anyone I recognize at all. Mm-mm.
All right, because we had information that this Kirin may have done some damage to a facility you were associated with.
I can't think of anything. I don't know.
Right. Sense motive for Oz and maybe Lace to see if he is thinking of something.
That would be if it's a 15 on mine.
Yeah.
And on mine.
And on yours. So you both get the same thing. He's lying. But
Is this the point when the objection music starts up?
Well,
chain and locks. Okay.
yeah. If you happen to hear of anything, there are certain parties who would like this Kirin brought to justice. Anything you could do to help that would be appreciated.
I mean, if I see anything on the news or anything, I'll let you know. I don't get around much.
Oz shrugs and puts the data pad away. Gesturing, nodding over to Lise to do the next move.
Well, she's like, let's see. I'm probably sorry. It's my brain's not
It's okay.
at the best of things. So, oh heck, what was her name? I'm trying to remember the name of the one the one. Oh, that's right. You used to work with Dr. It took me a moment. So no wonder it took me a moment to recall with some of your work and all. Like, you were doing some work with. Oh, out of character. What was her name that we investigated? I'm sorry, my brain is.
Dr.
Really,
Shores?
With Dr. Shores, yes.
He kind of hangs his head a little bit hearing that name. That was such a tragedy that I remember. Yeah, she was such a good friend, and just
Yeah. I can't believe just hearing the news, like with what happened with her kid as well. Like you,
I know. It's like, I mean, I'm not even sure if she was rescued or kidnapped or what happened. I think she's in California right now with relatives or something. That's what I heard on the news. So I think she's okay, but it's just. You guys do notice that Rocky Shores is getting a little agitated overhearing.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, he's not talking so much anymore, and he's
yeah, but again, like his reaction is genuine though.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I was trying to make sure. Like, I just wanted to make sure if he might have had something to do with it or not. But the fact that he's like was genuinely worried about like the kid and her and all shows that like he's just like a researcher that was wrong place, wrong time. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, out of character. I was just checking, the medicinal stuff. There is no truth serum I could whip up for this, unfortunately.
That's all right. Your sense motives have been pretty good. I mean, you definitely can tell that Dr. Chandler recognized that Kirin's face when you showed it. He really tried hard not to react, but you can tell in the eyebrows. And at this point, Dr. Chandler will excuse himself to the bathroom. He's had a bit too much champagne at the moment. If you'll
as
excuse
he
me.
sort of goes, like Lethe is going to take a moment, and there's a brief whisper of a number that for him to, as I said, for friends that would look out for him.
Okay.
And it would be I guess it would be Icebreaker's probably contact number, given that they are a bit more somewhat the security-minded stuff. So.
All right.
But she'll nod and sort of step out of the way for him to do his thing.
Good. All right, Nebula, you were looking at someone interesting over in the corner.
Yeah,
That's her in the corner.
It's her in spotlight, losing her religion.
Well, Smirk is clearly talking to Stellar, and I have the clear line of sight for our dear little friend in the corner.
Now, interesting thing you notice about Locke is that Locke is in a nice dress, hair all done up and everything. And she seems to try really hard not to meet your gaze. She seems very embarrassed and not wanting to be here.
I'm just trying to remember, which is the one that I drugged twice?
Locke.
Yeah, I was going to say.
She had a bad day.
Yeah, Locke's had multiple bad days. Stock was the one who got whipped by a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
And Beryl ran off into the night.
Give me 1 second. I need to read a thing.
I'm just thinking. Yeah, bugger it. Why not? I'll wait for
Oh.
to get back.
So what I'm going to do...
I swear to God, if you guys say you're here with me, I'm going to have to come up with an amazing cover story.
I mean, that wasn't the plan, but...
I'm not going anywhere. I am staring at Locke, but I'm also been taking... Because it says it clearly takes a minute to meditate on the photon level to give me an extra D6 as I roll Intimidate at Locke.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry. The way that's coming to mind is, given everything else, it's just like Nebby suddenly catches fire on this couch, and that's part of the intimidation.
It's only an 11, so
it's only 11. Well, it's
a child.
It's enough that Locke kind of gets the hint and sort of has to step away. So Locke is basically just kind of going to go the long way around.
Eyes track the entire time.
As she walks past the couch, if I get the opportunity before she hurries off,
okay,
I will, excuse myself from my current conversation and walk over and be like, lovely outfit. Not quite what you were wearing last time we met, but still suits you.
And she just grits her teeth. It's like, I so don't need this.
Yeah, I bet.
She just continues leaving.
After all I did to try and make nice.
And
I was being perfectly polite, which is amazing for me.
I did nothing.
and she'll go off into that room.
Locke is the one that got intimidated by a child. Staring at me. I have done nothing wrong, and you can't prove I did anything wrong.
Ajit is innocent.
Well, she has left to that room. When you're free to follow her, I don't think anybody's stopping you from
I was going
anything.
to say which room because I'm not seeing her on the map at this point. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might go talk to her.
I'm gonna stay with Stellar.
All right.
I will as well.
Because I'm a good Kirin. I listen to promises that I make.
Really now.
Well,
I give
in Nivix's
30
case,
seconds.
it's going to be basically, talking shop, as it were, with Stellar.
Listen, I was paid in cotton candy to be well behaved for 3 days starting today.
Well, talking shot would be rather Stellar's preferred thing to do right now.
Yeah.
But going to the music room, Locke is kind of just staring at it's a digital fireplace. I mean, the fire's not real, but it does give off a sense of actual warmth thanks to some 21st century coils. She just kind of stares at the digital flame. I'll be right back from Nivix. Okay. She kind of glances over when she sees the griffon walk in. What do you want?
Just to say hi and to get out of the way of all those whoever they were. I can't keep up high society for that long without wanting to gouge out my own eyeballs.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
So how'd you get an invite to this place? A friend of mine dragged me.
My mom dragged me. You know that green mare over there talking to all the rich folk, Carib?
Oh, yeah.
That's Mom.
Fun.
If you're going to, like, just do me the one favor, but if you try to call me out by name, call me Clover. Don't call me Electra Locke, because I'd rather my mom not know what I do on my off time on the weekends.
What, you didn't tell her you work security?
There's a lot of things I don't tell Mom.
Yeah, I can imagine. But no, I'm pretty much just here because, as I said, I was dragged here. I'm not here to make anyone's day particularly worse.
Yeah. Thank Luna for small favors then.
Oh yeah. What
Does he
about the
think-
other two of your little gang? They all right?
Yeah, I suppose. They're off licking their wounds and doing buck all that I know of. I don't know. I got dragged here mostly because, well, I'm technically under house arrest, and she lifts up a hind leg to show a device that's been attached to her. But Mom knows the prosecutor, and I can get around as long as I'm escorted by her. So, yay, I get to go meet all of Mom's fun friends.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
They just said house arrest. They didn't say whose house.
Pretty much.
Sorry, I'm losing it over the chat. Kirin intent.
Kirin intent. Oh, man. I gotta have to change my title for this one. Anyway, continuing on.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, talking work, like, I know we've crashed, what, 2 of your jobs now, but
Was it
we're
two?
just making sure. Are you like okay as a trio? Like, do you need any help business-wise?
She kind of just shrugs. We're fine. I mean, meeting you guys at the warehouse was just bad luck. We weren't even trying to be there that long, but it took a little while to do the job.
It's always something comes up, right?
I get it. Look, the whole Trotter thing, it's always one group against another. Something's dinging.
I
And
was going to say, what is it?
Yeah, what the hell's that sound?
It's on my end. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it.
okay.
Well, it's
Someone
very
was
loud,
getting-
so try to stop that from happening.
Yeah, I kind of can't. I'll move it because I didn't realize it was like sitting directly under my microphone. But yeah, I need to keep that on just in case.
Okay. We'll just say that the dinner's ready. But Locke's like, look, there's a bunch of teams. They do stuff for money. Sometimes they clash. Okay. I mean, I try to keep it as nothing personal. So I don't know. What is that? What you want to hear? Just are we cool? Is that what you want?
Yeah, I'm just making sure that everyone's fine. I don't want anyone dead that doesn't need to be.
We're fine. I got nothing against you. I mean, you didn't like slaughter me like some of the other people out there probably would have.
Right? You see some real psychos in this business, I swear.
Lots of psychos. So, okay, I kind of recognize some of the people you came in with, not some of the other ones. Are you here to like cause a problem?
Not that I know of. At least if we are, the person who brought me didn't tell me that. I'm really just here to make sure that nobody starts shooting, I think.
Okay, because if you're going to start a problem, I just want to know when I should duck under a table. I don't want anything involved with it.
I couldn't imagine starting a problem here. Someone would probably pay to have me killed, and it would just be a whole thing, and
Yeah, I try not to leave bodies. That's generally a no-no.
Plus, just I don't know how often you deal with like the really rich ponies when it comes to work, but it never ends well.
My mom owns a multi-million credit corporation. There's no way I get away from rich ponies other than getting into the Trotter business, and that's partly why I can't deal with this. She has ideals for me to pick up the family business and stuff like that, but I don't know how to run anything. I mean, just be honest. I'm good for like two things: hacking computers and just shooting people, punching them in the face for money. I suppose I'm not even that good at shooting, to be honest.
Never thought about if you're doing computers, you ever thought about going into the IT section of your mom's business?
Oh yes, I'd love to be sitting in a cubicle getting phone calls from ponies who don't understand how to turn something off and back on. Yes.
Yeah. One of them would probably be me, I have to admit. Computers are not my forte.
Mm.
Give me a gun and a long corridor to shoot down, I am fine.
Honestly, I just don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know if I want to be a business pony. I don't know if I want to be in IT or anything. I don't know anything about my life. I'm just drifting, and I'm trying to find my way, but I don't know, and it's just everything here is suffocating.
I get that, but if you want, if I'm allowed to give one piece of advice, I guess.
Okay.
Keep wearing dresses like that. They suit you.
She kind of blushes, turns away. Oh, please.
I'm just gonna shrug, give a small smirk, and settle down on the couch.
I hate you and everything you stand for.
I am so unbelievably proud of myself for that one, and I have no regrets.
I'm
Well
surprised
done.
I haven't brought it up sooner.
Well, I'm glad you didn't go with the other option.
I don't know what the other option was. So
The other option is something that doesn't make any sense grammatically.
You
Just
fluffed
using
up.
yeah.
Lethe, you walk into
That.
that.
It's
Uh,
I'm just felt you
You
brush
can make
by.
a great exit. You can still make it.
Said I
Stealth. Back away.
Back
It's
out.
never happened.
Just melt into the wall like Homer Simpson.
No, like Leith comes in, hears that, sees the blush and the smile, and goes, "You move fast."
I have a lot to work with.
She'll nod in a very approving manner, and just seeing her there, just sorry to bother you. I just wish to offer an apology for everything that happened. I'm sorry, but I wish you too well, and we'll sort of go to make her way out until she wants to say something before.
She does not.
But he sort of stayed in the bathroom for things, Chandler.
Yeah.
She's sort of keeping a mental note of where he is.
Okay. Nivix and Nebula. Nivix, you and Stellar, just chatting it up about everything medical, pharmaceutical. She's talking about some of the stuff that she's been picking up about the medical issues that they've been having at Fort Lewis. Because some of those soldiers, when they get their time off and they go wandering off in the streets, some of them seem to be acting a little bit more crazy and drunk and on something than usual. And she's been kind of looking into the Lance thing. She remembers something about that. And do you remember that one pony that overdosed in the streets that she helped and you guys showed up?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a military vet too. He apparently retired or was forced retired. He's not even that old. He's in his 30s. Something's going on at that military base. I don't know what it is, but they really need somebody to go over there and do something.
So has it become the new Fort Hood?
Who knows? Maybe it has. But that's just the things I've been picking up from, talking with people in the know. Or ponies in the know, I should say. And how about you, Nebula? Everything good with you? You eating your vegetables?
Yes. Maybe.
Stella laughs. Yeah, I hate vegetables too. But if you have to start anywhere, start with the broccoli. What you do is you have it steamed, and then you just find some butter and slather it in butter.
Can I drop it in cotton candy? I got cotton candy earlier.
I'm not your mom, so I can't say no.
I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna tell you how it works.
All right, let me know.
Long-suffering medical sigh from Nivix.
Stella actually kind of turns to Nivix and is like, do you have her enrolled in school, or is she homeschooled?
What school?
Oh. Who's your guardian? Is it the Griffin?
Yeah.
Oh.
Smirk's been taking care of me for a while.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm going to need to talk to him about the schooling part, though. You could definitely get homeschooled. We definitely have some virtual intelligence teaching tools that he could probably rent.
But I'm pretty smart.
Oh, you're very smart. You're street smart. That's the important kind of smart around here. But you also need to kind of know your, classroom smarts. You need to pick up on your sciences and your maths and, that other boring stuff like history.
Out of character, what's Nebula's wisdom to intelligence ratio?
10 to 12. Wisdom's her lowest stat. Intelligence is her third highest. Or no, intelligence is her third highest. The other two are strength and charisma, and they're tied. She's actually pretty smart.
Yeah.
Can I just not do science? Science is icky.
Well, it depends on what science you're dealing with.
You
How
should
about-
do at least the basics. Astronomy is good science. I think you would actually like that, Study of the solar system, the stars, and everything. I mean, it's kind of in your name, my name.
I think I want to do that. I want to do that. Nivix, 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 Nivix. I want to do that. Also, that was entirely in character, it going until she messes up his name.
Yeah, I gathered that, but it's all right. See if we can get a telescope set up for you,
Yes.
because it's
gonna be
also
fun.
the light pollution issue.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose you could take it to the roof of your apartment and try at
Yeah.
night. See if you can pick up something. Who knows? That should be fun. Icebreaker. Give you a quick little thing.
Yes.
All right.
I was putting
That's
down
cool.
notes about people we've met and things we've learned and whatnot.
No problem. Just kind of going around here, trying to give everybody a little something to say. What are you up to? They're talking.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Rocky Shores and Stephen Haas currently are talking about the stock market.
I think what would probably be the best move for us as a whole would be for me to explore the rest of this house in an effort to get the group together so we can actually discuss a plan of attack for getting information from these people that we will probably not have an opportunity to in the future.
Okay.
So I am going to get a layout of the house, and if someone asks, I am going to the bathroom.
Excellent. Okay.
So I will start by going out this way. Boop.
Okay.
Also, to clarify something, does the ballroom lead directly into the foyer? Or is there like a wall there?
It'll lead in there. You mean
Okay.
this outside area here at top?
This part right here. The entryway
does.
into the ballroom. Okay, I just wasn't sure if there was a wall there or not. It's kind of a weird delineation.
I should have changed the color a little bit more gradiently.
No worries.
All right. Now, you're just going to walk in, or you want to do a little stealth so that you're not being like...
Well, yes, I should probably stealth.
Okay.
It's one of my good skills. I had to say that out loud, didn't I?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Oh
Excuse
my.
me, I'm just gonna... Done screaming.
I'm sorry. This is...
Jesus.
The dice are being
Cadence,
dramatic.
help me. Cadence, help me.
Oh,
Cadence
Wow.
can't help you here.
Can't buy me love.
can't buy me love. All right. So you assume you're sneaking into the master bedroom area.
I think open door. Holy shit! Just accidentally blurt that out loud.
That works. It's like,
Yeah, the the Bloodhawks kind of turn and look. I probably might not want to go that way. That's where the boss's bedroom is. Nothing important happens there, you know.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So to
My bad.
speak.
Thought that was way to the bathroom.
Now you want to go out down south, and when you get to the stairs, either make a left or right. You'll see the bathrooms. There's one on each end.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
No problem.
And embarrassingly, walk my way like that.
Okay. So which way are you gonna go, left or right?
Turn a corner to get down this hallway.
Okay.
And I guess I'll look in this room since it's right there. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You see a study.
All right.
Some bookshelves, some nice couches. Just a nice, quiet little place to basically read. It's a nice little cozy area.
Okay.
Lethe, I noticed you were sort of following a little bit.
Yeah, like seeing the little thing, when hearing that and probably turning and seeing, she probably would have tried to sort of meet him a little bit halfway and would be making her way to as someone potentially concerned, because she did come in with him, just sort of making her way down this way.
Okay.
And is she picking up anyone sort of as she sort of rounds this way with like the thought sense?
You do see that Chandler exited the bathroom.
Yeah, I did.
And he's sort of making his way downstairs.
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast. Faces pass and he's downbound to the basement.
Like, she'll make a note of that, but she was just coming over to here real quick to make sure, like, if she didn't pick up anything, like anyone around that she could just sort of warn him about potentially before she.
Icebreakers are her.
Sorry,
No
sorry,
worries.
I've been really bad with my gender pronouns this week.
No worries,
It's all right.
It happens.
Her
Not picking up anything.
Yeah, but just basically sort of let her know before she goes to follow Chandler to make sure, considering how worried and sort of upset potentially they might have been. So
Especially if he's kind of plastered.
yeah, so given they have no sense of stealth and all, it's sort of a if stopped or whatever, just would use the diplomacy to sort of make sure to checking on someone that looked troubled, but would be making their way down. So if you want to take me to wherever they are.
Okay.
I just realized I do have something I probably should have rolled earlier.
Okay.
Given everything else, I probably should have done a culture roll on Miss Carab, just to see what in general I might have known about her.
By all means, if you wish to do so.
Well, that's a 27.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah. Miss Carab does run several farms up in the Snohomish area. Basically known for some of the finest crops in all of the Seattle area. And she is,
sorry, go ahead.
Definitely not someone you mess with. She, according to lots of gossip, she is sort of someone who will run her employees into the ground for results. So she is a taskmaster.
And from what I heard earlier, her husband died recently, correct? And
Yeah.
He worked security?
He worked security. He was a high-ranking officer in the Wackanut private security firm, and was gunned down answering a call while he was working for.
I'm sorry, the what?
Wackanut.
Yeah.
Please tell me they're not hostage rescue.
Carry on.
But yeah, it was a criminal gang that was messing up some stuff over in a industrial complex. He was assigned to go answer the call, and he did not make it out alive after a gun battle occurred.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. She was broken up for a whole week before she just went back to doing her business thing.
Ooh, a whole week.
Yeah.
That seems like a great amount of time. Okay. This feels like a really important question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the timeline between his death and Dr. Shore's death?
Oh, it's been 5 years.
Okay. I was going to say, boy, would that be really awkward and convenient if they both happened to die at a relatively, similar time frame. And oh, look at that. Two grieving rich people decide to merge companies.
Lethe, I've opened up the basement a bit for you. So it's down south on the map.
Okay, well, I'm looking right now down south. Oh, okay. Yep.
And, yeah, you don't see where Chandler ducked into, but you do see that there is this shady-looking character in a nice kind of a white suit. It's got like a floor pattern undershirt. He's kind of at the doors there. And he's kind of doing this kind of rhythmic knock on it. After a few moments, you hear somebody speak a language I don't think you're familiar with, and then he gets let in, and they close the door.
Okay, let's see language real quick. Okay. She sort of makes her way curiously that way, trying to see who she picks up mentally.
You're getting the sense that there's multiple people in that room. 3, at least.
Okay, but none of them the doctor, huh?
No, none of them the doctor.
Okay, and she's going to make her way to the door and is going to knock to get matters, and she looks over the door as well.
You look over the door. Okay, you can hear voices on the other side just before you knock. And sounds like a conversation going back and forth between several people in there, and you can hear, "Did you bring the snow? Yeah, you got the dough? You're right here. Gentle ponies, we're about to make a lot of bread." And you can hear shuffling of stuff going around in there. Do you knock?
Is the cake ready yet?
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, she's going to knock.
Okay. Door kind of opens up slightly. Yeah, what do you want?
Pardon me, I'm looking for she would describe the doctor. It's like, did he come this way? I saw him step down. He looked distraught. I don't mean to disturb any revelries you may be enjoying.
No,
I'm
I
sorry
think
if I have.
I think it went down the other hall.
Thank you very much. You have a good time with your fun. And she'll make her way that way. And try the other door down this way.
Okay. All right. As you get there, you're starting to feel a presence in the area. A very dark, powerful mind. And you're not feeling like it's very good. You've got this like kind of queasiness in the pit of your stomach. Almost feels like it's familiar, but it's not.
Is it coming from the north or more towards the south?
It's coming from the north. You know that dark foreboding feeling you had with your friends when you were exploring that abandoned, wasted
The
basement
Shirawase
facility?
building, yes.
Yeah, that's the same kind of feeling you're getting from the north room above you.
Oh, wait, you talk about the one that's right over here.
Yep.
Okay. She's going to regret this, but is it locked as she goes to try the door?
It is locked, yep.
She's going to take a moment and knock.
Okay. Nobody answers.
Okay, Okay, one moment. You can go away from me. I have to look up something real quick.
Sure. It's Dwayne.
You know, The Rock.
Slow clapped. Okay. Going over to Smirkfluff.
Yes.
Locke pulls up the cover on the couch that you two are sitting on, and there's like a little ice box with some beers, and she pulls one out. She kind of leaves it open if you want to grab a beer.
Yeah, well.
It's like, I've been here before. I kind of know where everything is as far as booze goes.
Well, that's a key point in your favor.
So I gotta ask, that child with you, is that actually a child or...
What, Ned? Yeah, she's a legitimate child. She's not like One of
Not
those
like
cyber assassins.
Okay. Not like a Terminator or anything in
Yet.
small, compact form.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's definitely dangerous, but no, she's not a robot.
Saw her take stock out in like one swing, or at least I think I did. I don't know. My nostrils were whispering to me at the time, and I was feeling like I was on acid. I don't know why, but I just wanted to ask because I'm kind of scared of her. And just doesn't have it out for me, does she?
For you, no, not really. She's, how do I put this delicately? A precocious little shit at times. But
Okay.
no, she's not going to actually hurt anyone unless, we're actively on a job. So just don't get into sword swinging range and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Also, I'm really sorry about all the drug trips.
I would say that's okay. I've had worse, but honestly, I haven't. And with that, I'm going to open this beer and I'm going to drink it down. She actually, with her hoof, just pops off the cap, just starts drinking.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But watch what I can do. Smirkfluff just unscrews it with his thumbs.
In the background, a pale teal pony gasps.
But tell me honestly, like, how long have you been in this line of work?
Honestly, a little under a year. I think we got a name for ourselves. It's probably not the name that I want. We're kind of known a little bit of screw ups, but I mean, I guess it's some. Well, I mean, I've heard that there's no such thing as bad publicity, so we still get hired.
I mean, when we heard about you for the first time we met with that place, with that awful, god-awful bathroom, we were the only information we found about you were that you were a competent security team.
Sure. Maybe every third mission. I'll tell you, luck for us is not a high stat, let's just say. I mean,
yeah,
I kind of make shit up as I go. Stock, bless her heart. I mean, she's in it for the thrill, and she's a pretty competent fighter. Barrel, well, I mean, he can fire a gun, but he's kind of a wuss, and he'll run first chance he gets if things go south. But I can't really.
Oh yeah, we all saw that.
Well, I guess it was good in that situation because he kind of helped bail us out. Unfortunately, the way things happen. Kind of had to pay someone to kind of give a cover story so my mom wouldn't find out. I really need to stop getting arrested because pretty sure it's going to be something like military camp if she finds out.
I'll make sure if we run into each other again on the job to let you go before the police arrive then.
Ah, thank you. You're not quite the big a-hole that I thought you would be. I mean, you're still kind of a jerk, but you're my kind of jerk. Let me say it that way.
I do try. I truly do.
Oh, you do better than try. I think for you, it's a talent.
Oh, definitely. I used to work for one of the big hoity-toity bankers for a while.
Oh yeah? Which one? Maybe I know them.
Golden?
She spits out her drink. Golden deposit?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I hate that guy.
Oh my god! So do I!
Rocky Shore's tried to get us to get hired from him for some job, and oh my god, that guy does not pay.
Oh my god, he doesn't.
No.
So we were on a job for him one time, like the last job we did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we managed to get out. Just it kind of blew up in our faces a little bit, but we got out and we got his stuff. Wouldn't pay up. Apparently, we weren't clean enough. And then, well, I mean, gods, I haven't seen my other 2 crew members since that point.
Ugh.
I don't know if, like, they just vanished or if he had something to do with it, but oh my god, he is such a prick.
I can understand that. Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, on any account, do not work for him. He is the worst.
Okay, I will definitely take that advice because there's something wrong with him. Also, do you know that girl that keeps flashing that laptop with his face on it? I don't think she's a pony because I've never seen her smile once this entire time that I've been here.
Oh my god, right? She's just and it would be I'm going to be honest, it would be so him to build himself a PA to his specifications, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do. There's too many rich people that waste their money on that kind of thing. It disgusts.
Right?
You know, I mean, it's like on the left hoof, you could solve world hunger, but no, on the right hoof, let's build ourselves our own personal secretaries to be exactly the waifus we want them to be.
Right? It is such a waste. And it's like, oh, I can't pay you this week. I spent 2,000 bits on maintenance.
And what kind of maintenance is that?
I don't ask, and I don't try and look at it too closely.
Thank you. Right?
I found what I was looking for. The first thing I do, it'll save me a potential. Considering, like, how tall is the staircase down? So I know about height differences.
The pretty nice staircases.
About 20 feet, you'd say?
It will go, somewhere between 15, 20 feet. I mean, this
okay,
is
perfect. As
roomy
she's
halls.
right about here, and I'm looking up about things. She sort of reach up to eventually grab Icebreaker's attention and say, "Can you get downstairs, please, discreetly? I've found something."
Icebreaker will think back. Well, I don't know about discreetly, given my current track record, but I'll give it my best.
Please, thank you. And it's bad. Like Shirwasi building bad.
Okay, yeah, that's bad.
Right.
I do want to take a real quick look just at what books are in the study shelf, just if there's anything that seems out of place or untowards, or potentially even just a conspiracy theory. Is that just a perception check?
Nebby, what are you stealing?
I'll give it to you.
Fridge. What do you think?
There's nothing untoward in the book collection. Just kind of your standard classical reads,
Okay. I have a second. This is not as important, but it's just one of those questions I have because it's one of my favorite sort of things. How many of these books actually look read and opened?
One.
Oh.
Of course. Let me guess. The Secret?
No.
Of course. Okay.
Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, God. Even worse.
One of the few books I just could not finish.
Wow, my stealth is bad today. All right, I'm going downstairs. It's a stealth roll of 13, so we'll see how well that does.
All right. So you can go downstairs. You can place yourself where you need to be.
Question, how well lit is down here as well? That's the other thing I wanted to ask.
Oh, it's very well lit. I mean,
even if it wasn't, I have robot eyes.
It's well lit. The decor is just as nice as the first floor. I mean, you're stepping on some really nice hardwood floor, and it's real wood.
She sort of step back, let her step in and sort of point to the door. It's like, it's whatever I'm feeling is very definitely in there.
Well, it should be fun.
Yes.
All right, I open the door.
Well, it's locked, I think.
Yeah, it's locked.
Oh, I thought
I don't have any engineering know-how to open it, so.
All right, what do I need to roll to unlock it?
It's usually engineering, I think.
Engineering.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Yeah.
Okay, sleight of hand might work out better for us.
Somehow I managed to
Son of a...
make my sleight of hand onto Constitution.
It's probably, if you look at your skill, you can change what stat it bases off of. So just click on it to change it back.
There we go.
Well,
There you go. Okay. You know, with a 12, you're kind of fiddling with it. Not quite. You hear a splash of water, and not like a glass of water hitting the floor, more like a body hitting a body of water.
coming from in the room?
Coming from in the room.
Okay. I am
Sure.
going to take my pulsecaster pistol,
Uh-huh.
and I am going to shoot the knob off.
Okay. That works too.
I know it's electricity. I think there's probably enough force to actually do something with this.
Is enough force to do something with.
Oh, son of a.
Oh, okay. I don't like this.
Yeah, because Lethe breaking her head is like, oh, pony feathers.
Yeah, you see, basically, you see that masked Kirin and holding Chandler's head under the water. And Chandler doesn't seem like he's struggling like he should be struggling. He's moving, but he's not doing too well.
He was drunk.
The Kirin kind of looks up and sees you when you shot the door open and walked in, and just looks a little surprised. So you got a round to do something.
Oh, okay. Right. First things first.
I'm going to real fast, just quickly think to Lethe. Subtle or obvious?
Obvious. She's going to summon a creature.
Okay.
She's going to summon a water elemental to pull the pony up away from the pool. It takes a round to summon, so that'll be my action to summon.
Okay. And Icebreaker's action?
You know that yell I did earlier?
Yes.
That.
Okay.
Pretty sure it can be heard through this building.
I mean, if you have your comp-link radio or whatever, you could do that so your friends can all hear it too, and theirs.
Yeah. I'm not aiming for friends.
Oh, okay.
I'm aiming for everyone.
Okay. So everybody on the first floor hears a faint Icebreaker scream coming from downstairs.
There was one more thing I was going to do before action. Can I get that in really quick?
Okay, what would you like to do?
When there is a moment in Shore's conversation, lean towards Mr. Rocky Shores and ask, "So it was a pity about your wife. Have you managed to talk to her next incarnation yet?"
Next incarnation?
That's what he says.
That leaves him a little confused because he's not sure he understands what you're trying to say.
Shall we say that that's when the scream happens and Oz has an excuse to walk away at that moment?
Sure. So Oz is walking away. Nivix?
Oz is homing in on that scream. It's just,
Yeah.
I have business to take care of. Excuse me.
Nivix looks around, sees Nebby's missing, goes, "Oh, it was nice talking with you. I will be back as soon as I figure out what the hell that was and where Nebby got to."
Okay.
Running,
We're actually on the way there.
running at the speed of sugar.
I probably should actually move towards the Kirin. On top of just screaming.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Smirkfluff, you react?
2, 3, 4.
I was going to say, Nivix pokes his
Oh,
head
cool.
in.
I can be right there.
Yeah, I guess. I'll sort of pull myself off the couch, drink still in hand. One of my friends is being stupid. Do you want to come help bail them out?
Really can't. But if they're doing something stupid, maybe I can use as a way to try to get my mom to get me out of here. I don't know. Just go do your thing.
Will do, and I do hope to see you again. And I guess I'll make my way towards the idiots. I mean, the friends.
All right.
Icebreaker says, "Don't do something stupid." Icebreaker immediately does everything stupidly.
Well, I'm going to say, as, Smirkfluff, passes out near Nivix, it's the, "Did you get her number?"
Not this time. That's for next meeting.
That's for the next time we kick her ass on a job.
All right.
This
All
is
right.
gonna be a whole thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, because she'd pull him next to her because it has a 90 swim. So
Oh, 90 swim? No
Yeah, I
problem.
was going to say in that case, then Nivix is probably going to be doing first aid.
Okay, so Nivix, go over there for first aid because he could use
yeah,
someone
she would
helping
be
him breathe
trying
again.
to stabilize him with expelling the. I guess it would be expelling the water from his lungs.
He's got chlorine lung and also water.
All right, so yeah, you all get in there, and hey, look, it's the Kirin. And the Kirin just kind of backs up a little bit, doesn't seem to want to get too close, and just kind of narrows its eyes. Not expected. Whatever. I got what I came for. You can have him.
Two words. Nebby, fetch.
Excuse you, I'm not a dog.
And
Would you
Nivix
do
will
it for a cookie?
Nivix will throw a Twinkie at the Kirin.
Mine!
Okay, the masked Kirin kind of looks down at you, Nebula. We have a lot in common. They took everything from us. Tell me, little one, you want your family back as much as I do mine, don't you?
Yeah, but I think you're doing it wrong.
Who are you to say how I do my business? I don't care if they live or die. They are the ones who sinned against me, and my family, and yours as well. Step aside, as I am not afraid to hurt a child.
Is
That's
Icebreaker
okay.
recording this?
I'm not afraid to hit you too, sword.
Icebreaker obviously is recording this.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative, because I heard a sword coming out.
Yep.
Good.
I have some kind of bonus.
I wish I had a bonus.
Oh, I think it got it.
Yeah,
Son of
it just vanished.
I'm sorry about the dice today with
That's
you.
fine. That's how
Well,
it goes.
I got a 4. I got a 4, so
So did I. I
Wait,
just
no,
have
as in an actual
yeah.
4. You had an 8.
Wait, where did he go?
1 moment. Just
The
do your
token
thing.
vanished as I was.
I think
Right,
it's probably
right.
just invisibility got accidentally triggered.
Okay.
And the scene change got accidentally triggered.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Uh,
And me without a gun.
I wish I could read the full name.
It's Arista Nightmare Mode.
Oh, neat.
Oh, I'm definitely having nightmares today. I'm sorry.
Boy,
Hello?
those are a lot of tentacles.
Snake! It's a snake!
and Nivix is, of course, his gun's coming out.
Not afraid of you.
Yeah,
This
I'm
thing,
gonna.
if Leaf doesn't have a gun, I can pass the semi-auto.
Lethe is fine actually. Lethe has a gun and her, because she had the glimmered weapon. No one even thought to check her for that. So
Oh,
she
Okay.
had the semi-auto as a glimmered weapon. So if you need a gun, there's that. So
Nebby's weapon is the glowing mote that is always with her at all times.
Mm-hmm.
It is now a sword.
yeah, okay. So I guess let's see. Am I first or is Smirkfluff first?
Looks like
you
Lethe
should be
is
first.
Yep.
Okay, the first thing is she's going to command the water elemental to swing at the one of the tentacles because it's still in the pool.
Let
So,
me get a water elemental token.
Yeah, it's one square sized.
Where's that? Water.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, that'll work. Ball
Yep.
of water. There you go.
Yep, there we go. I'm just going to do it this way because it's the number it has. So, hit versus tentacle, and slam is 1d6 plus 3. So,
Okay.
For 8.
Okay. 8 it is.
Yeah, and Lethe is going to fly up to here and will be swinging as well with the wrecking hooves. So, yep.
That's another hit.
And right, damage actions. Thank you for showing me on that.
Just as a thought, shouldn't that be Reckling Fists?
I get it.
But yeah, there we go.
All right. And Dr. Chandler coughs up water and is breathing again. Yeah, exactly.
That was actually pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Almost like I know how to choke myself.
Not asking questions.
No.
Smirkfluff.
You can dash. You can just do a full action at double your move speed, can't you?
You can.
Cool.
I
I'm
was
going
gonna
to do
say,
that.
Did Smirk get the implant yet?
He did.
Boy, yeah, did I. Okay, so I'm actually going to, if I fly 5 feet, actually, if I just go, can we walk through other people's squares, or is that?
You can.
You just can't end on their square.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I just need to double check my biotech because I haven't.
It's a
Didn't you fly
15-foot cone.
Not quite. So yeah, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and that'll be it for my turn then.
Okay. All right. So these tentacle things kind of just start moving on their own. Okay. So, hits with a 12 on O's?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure that your AC was 12.
Yeah, Oz hasn't upgraded his armor yet.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Untyped. Okay. Well, that should be bludgeoning, but close enough.
Yeah.
It's okay. Number 2, Nebula.
Come at me.
It's coming at you. You take some damage. Number 3. Well, I mean, Smirk's right there and it can reach. See if it can hit. What's attacking? Never mind.
Actually, yeah. What? Are we wearing our armor?
I mean, you could hide it under clothing.
Well, I don't think I could, considering mine's like heavy.
Certainly can. I mean, he's just
You're a
just
bodyguard. I think
skin.
it's okay if you look like you're armored.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
I think you can fully get
So
away
I think
with
Ice wanted me in a suit, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. I wanted
Yeah.
you to look nice and presentable. That doesn't necessarily preclude, but
arm.
Well, yeah. All right then. I'll go with that. I just wanted to double check.
Okay. In any case, an 11 total probably wouldn't even hit you unarmored because you have Dex.
Dex, best skill.
O's,
Well,
you're up.
there's this tentacle one that's right in Oz's face, and he was standing here in expectation of having to unload. So yeah, full attack.
Okay.
So no, full attack.
No. They both miss, but you definitely have its attention.
Yeah. And full attack is
Okay.
this turn, so
All right, now the big ugly goes. It's going to bite Nebula. Or not.
Miss me. Now you gotta do what Smirk was gonna do to the lady.
Okay.
Are you watching?
Icebreaker.
I don't need to watch. I know.
I suppose that's fair. So what does Arista look like? Can I get a description?
She's transformed into what looks like a 10-foot tall black changeling with like tentacles and kind of a serpentine sea monster like ears. The mane has become seaweed that just kind of hangs down. So it kind of looks kind of like a sea serpentish kind of combination with a black changeling.
Okay.
With these just piercing green emerald eyes that just almost glow in the dark if it was night and there wasn't any lights in this room.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because since the initial form was Kirin, I wanted to make sure it wasn't like the fire thing because otherwise my thought was going to be immediately just tackle it into the pool.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, no, that looks slightly different.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I figured I wanted to be absolutely certain.
Okay.
Okay. I think I'm gonna hold my action for right now, if that's okay.
You can.
I'll let the more skilled combatants first.
Very well.
Yes,
Nebula.
Hit.
Oh boy. Ooh,
Listen, he hit less, so
that's true.
he's worse at it.
Nivix.
All right. So is Doc okay?
Yeah, Doc's okay. He will live as long as, doesn't get thrown in the pool again.
I am going to go with the needle rifle.
Okay.
Happy fun juice again.
Happy fun juice. Ooh, this.
What the hell's the KAC on this thing? Ah!
Oh, jeez.
It wasn't that bad. You guys
He
still.
missed with a 16.
Lethe, you're up.
Okay, first things first, this will be the final round, and that thing will disappear. The elemental is going to strike at the tentacle. Given its flanking, that'll be +2 on this roll. So, one moment, grab that. And
It's a hit.
yep, okay, so 1d6, it'll be +3 on this. So 7 on the tentacle. And then that vanishes because that's round 3.
7 on the tentacle.
Yep. Okay,
Vanish.
and right.
I forgot.
As she sort of takes a guarded flight for things, and I'm going to spend an action and use one of my things for a wrecking fist charge.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens if I hit or not. Okay, so yep, that and sorry, I'm okay.
okay.
Yeah. So that would be I'm sorry, it should have been +2. So only the second one hits.
Okay.
Yeah, I accidentally clicked the wrong one. Okay, damage is right. So plus, and then I got to roll 2. Right click. There we go. For 14. As her hooves blaze with primal elemental fury.
Okay. Peace. Dr. Chandler is going to move over here and keep away from the fight. That's about as far as he could really move because he's rather incapacitated. Smirkfluff.
All right, I am going to move 5, 10, so I'm near her. Now, if she's because she's, such a big size, is grappling possible with a creature that much bigger than me?
Grappling's still possible. Might have a lot of strength to it, but grappling is possible.
Cool. Okay, what do I need to roll to try and grapple her? I was flipping through the book, but I couldn't find it in time.
Yeah, you have to roll against KAC plus 8.
You're only one size class off, right? Medium versus large?
Yeah, there's not really a
Uh,
bonus or a penalty for that size difference.
Right, no, I'm just saying, just one size class off, so therefore grappling's still possible.
Yeah, grappling is possible.
All right, cool. So what am I rolling?
I think an unarmored attack.
So I just roll claws, basically?
Yeah.
Can do. And it'd be a single. So it'd be +4 because of the dex? Or would it be a strength?
It's strength-based for claws.
Huh. Okay. I think that's just a +1 then. Because I think my claws are dex.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll just roll strength because that's easier and I understand that. 13.
13. Okay, that's not going to be enough.
Damn. That would have been cool. Yeah, so I'll try and unsuccessfully grapple the giant bug. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. Cynical 1. Still doing an attack. Oop, that's going to hit. Those takes more damage. Tentacle 2 on Nebula. That's going to be... Oh.
Yep, my armor class is not very high.
Okay. Take damage. And the third one... Go ahead and do that because... okay. I'm going to ignore that. Next person. O's.
More tentacle, more bullets.
More tentacle, more bullets. Go for it.
Well, certainly he's shooting up the tile.
Yeah, that wall didn't see it was coming. All right. Next is our creature. Does not like. What's this? Hang on, just looking up something real quick.
Yep.
Oh, I realized I've forgotten to do something.
What are you doing?
I've forgotten to stellar modes.
whoopsie.
No worries, you get your big one next turn.
Okay, Smirkfluff, make me a will save.
Yes. That is a thing that I am good at. Fortitude, reflex, will. 14.
Okay. Survive being feared, so
Yes.
you are unaffected by its ability as it tries to force you to run. Icebreaker.
Can I... This is going to sound weird. I squeeze by, and since this creature is larger than us, can I get on her back? I guess that would just be more grappling, wouldn't it?
Could be more grappling, yeah.
That's not a thing I can do. I don't think I have anything I can action will do here. So I think Icebreaker's just going to look at this creature and say, What do you even want with this? Why are you trying to kill all these people and break apart their families? And that's it.
Okay. Then we will go down to Nebula.
Photon 2. I could have done a thing if you weren't there, but that's fine. Woo!
I
Oh,
have
boy.
evasion, so feel free to explain.
Well, it would have been a save because radiation is fun, but I got a natural 20, so only hit one though.
Oh, actually, wait.
Did you-
The AC 17, right? Because don't you have flanking?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, flanking.
Oh well,
So-
one was
so-
a critical. So
Yeah, the critical hits, but the 16 should be an 18 if you didn't put in the +2 for flanking.
Yeah,
So
I
that-
don't know how to code that in. Is at least on my end,
In the
so-
lower left corner of your screen, there's a modifier box. You can put
Just type
modifiers in there.
+2.
Yeah, just click on it,
okay.
type in the number, and it'll let you, for the next single roll you make with a 20, it'll add or subtract
that's
whatever you put
nice.
in there.
oh wait, so am I doing something else now?
Both hit.
Both hit, so roll damage again for the
Oh.
second attack.
I need to get rid of that.
Well, she'll want to get in the pool now.
All right.
And she's burning.
Yeah, that's why she'll want the pool now.
Well, it's not burning, remember? It's actually corrosion.
Yeah.
All right.
This is
So
going to
it's
be
worse.
I'm melting.
Going in the water will make it worse.
Glad that I'm not soluble. That would be quite bad.
Nivix, you're next.
Right. I'm going to. You know what? Go for it. Oh, first, I'm going to use the Spark of Ingenuity. So if this hits, it'll be a combination shot. Basically, the way it works is I can combine 2 boosters or inhibitors.
Okay.
So I'm going to combine the standard -2 AC with the Happy Fun Juice.
Okay.
So if this hits,
It's going to be a lot of stuff going around. Okay. Go for it.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. Okay. And what save is it?
it is a Fortitude save to avoid entangled. Automatic encumbered.
Okay, encumbered. And also -2 to AC.
Yes.
Okay.
I only get 1 a day, but it worked.
Nicely done.
It seems immune to the entangled, but the encumbered still affects it. Encumbered.
Was that? I was going to say, was that the save roll? Those 10?
Yeah.
Okay, because it was one of those. Yeah, full size of it. It's full DC is higher. So
Well, it still has immunity to entangled and a few other things, but not encumbered. So, and not losing its or not to status effects on AC. So it is now easier to hit too. And it's not looking too good. Lethe.
I'm going to take a guarded flight over there so that Icebreaker can grab the gun if need be.
Okay.
And use a third slot for things and try the Wrecking Fists again. So, actions. Where is it? Right here. I don't know why that considered went to +1 instead of +2, but okay. So damage real quick.
Oh.
Bye.
Okay. All right. All right. The good news is you got rid of it.
Yay!
Tentacles being a part of it. Okay, so let me move from tracker. Creature kind of makes this and sort of just kind of does this collapsing thing as if it was made out of some kind of oily substance.
Yeah.
Scanning.
That
Yeah.
just and yeah, after yeah. And it turns into that overdose pony that you guys saw in the alleyway. And it just collapses. Dead.
What?
Life sciences, a 20. What are you trying to determine?
I was trying to, scan it as it was changing back, getting the scans of it.
Leaf was trying to figure out what exactly it might have been.
That's not a Kirin.
We're gonna have to hide a body tonight.
Okay. Well, seeing that it's
Okay. I see life science is 20, perception 11, mysticism 17, another life science 11, medicine 13. Okay. The magic, there was definitely magic used in the transformation of this Kirin to monster to now becoming this person. Pony. Working together, you figure out that it was never the Kirin, it was always the pony. Just somehow changed to the Kirin and then to the monster and now back.
What?
Yeah, something like think of like a polymorph spell.
it was a transposition of energy.
And the poor pony died not from you attacking it, thankfully, but it seemed to die because its body couldn't handle all those transformations.
I was going to say, is it possible for us to try and restart the heart moment?
No.
I have the distinct feeling that if we opened this pony up, we wouldn't have the usual arrangement of organs.
Oh, the organs all are there.
Plus, I've got, my little scanner is combo medkit and chem analyzer, so it's getting full readings of everything I can for this.
Well, Icebreaker is going to go confront Dr. Chandler.
Are there security cameras about seeing this?
Yes. And right now you have other people showing up from the party wondering what the kebab is.
Let's put him in the. Should we try to move him to the closet?
The body?
Yeah, it's like.
Well, we're not going to be putting Nebula in the closet.
Your body's bigger.
But I guess the real thing is once he's sort of sort of back and looking, is trying to make sure, like,
Icebreaker's gonna look back at those of you trying to hide the body and say, "And what excuse do you have for shooting up this place otherwise?"
Drugs.
You screamed, and we came in response.
Yeah, and now we need something I had to have screamed at. Leave the body out.
Fine.
In the distance, the Yakuza are like, we're not doing drugs. We swear it's bread.
We're the cool Yakuza, like from Yakuza.
We're just making cookies. Cookies where?
Nebula, do not eat the drug cookies.
we don't need that kind of frosting with Nebula.
Mm-hmm.
Without adult supervision.
Look,
Do not
guys,
eat the body.
These strange ponies gave me what they called a magic brownie.
We are not having Nebby
No.
on a trip, damn it.
I'm out. I'm gonna look over at Ice and be like, do you want me to keep people out or
I think Icebreaker is gonna say, "For now, yes. Tell them we're patching up our wounded."
can do?
Jeez. Cadence, help me.
Say there's
Well,
Well-
I want to go home.
Well, we heard, as I said, we heard someone hit the water for things and found the pony right there trying to drown poor Dr. Chandler. So he's looks to be a military pony for things. So
The butler kind of just looks at all of you, looks at Chandler, looks at the body, looks over at Chandler. Chandler just starts breaking down, crying.
she would
And-
try to be diplomatic and say, "Could you please let him be for the moment?"
Is that to Wadsworth or to Icebreaker? Because
No,
Icebreaker
to Wadsworth. It'd be to Wadsworth.
Wadsworth just looks at you all. Bring the body and Dr. Chandler upstairs. You can comfort Chandler over in the living room.
Okay.
Have alerted the police. This seems to be a matter that needs to be sorted out.
Of course. Thank you
Can
for.
do, sir.
Rose is giving Chandler a hug and giving him a shoulder to cry into.
Okay.
Okay.
And will, upon the butler's words, gently start leading Chandler upstairs to where the butler indicates.
Okay.
Icebreaker's going to ask Wadsworth, look, this was a lot to process. Can I get a copy of the footage from that room?
You can have a copy of the footage after the police have done with it.
Okay, yeah. Lethe is going to make her way sort of up and sort of try to deflect the tension away from them with matters, because as one of those, like, first there, it would have been, she can do that.
And Nivix is going to pretty much help carry the body up while keep scanning it, because it's one of those, check for drugs, check for bioimplants.
Okay, legitimate question. Should we actually be like I know the butler asked, but should we legitimately be moving the body?
We have
Like
a recording of him asking, so we're in the clear here. Like, he did ask us to move the body.
Well, but it's also for the police side of things.
Yeah, the thing
it's
is
more
that
If the cops are on their way, no.
yeah,
Yeah, so
he said move the body, but that's not the correct thing to do. It's
yeah,
best to leave the body.
I think I might stay with the body. Make sure nobody comes and tries to tamper with it.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Icebreaker is going to let Smirkfluff know that Golden Deposit is in fact attending this party on the off chance he hadn't seen Uzi.
Oh, I had not.
So
yeah, I'm gonna stay down here so I don't punch anyone in the face that I probably shouldn't punch in the face.
Yep.
There you go. 2 reasons for me to guard a corpse.
Okay. Police have arrived.
Oh, look at that!
The police have arrived, you say?
Luxor officers come in to kind of just take control of the situation.
There's a special token on the map. I wonder what that might be.
Yeah, that's a good question. All right.
Don't move me. I'm staying with Smirk.
So, one Detective Steel Gray enters the premises. What was the nature of the call that was sent out?
The nature of the call is that, and the butler's going to show up to let you know.
Mhm.
I was the one who put the call in. Heard gunfire and a fight down in the basement area. Finding several guests that were down there, and we unfortunately have a body.
I see. Well then, make sure nobody leaves, and please take me to the body.
Of course. The butler, walk this way. Walks you over down to the pool area in the basement.
All right.
I am retrieving the recorded footage from the mansion property for you.
Much appreciated.
I have not seen it myself, so I'm not too sure what it has recorded, but I leave that in your discretion, Hooves, to take care of course.
So, might as well start with you then. What did you hear and see around the time of the incident?
Around the time for the incident, sir?
Starting with the... Sorry, I was saying that to the butler.
Oh, sorry.
At the time of the incident, I was setting the dining room for dinner.
All right, and what did you hear? What prompted the call?
Well, of course, I am connected to the security system here, and I had heard someone entering the pool area, which I did not authorize, followed by the sound of a scuffle, gunfire. I immediately called 911 to alert you, recorded the scene, and gathered all the guests into the ballroom to keep them safe.
Okay. Does this shindig have a guest list?
Of course it does.
All
He
right.
holds out his compad to you so you can take down the guest list.
All right, and you said you're connected to the security system. I assume through
Yes.
some manner of cyberware. Can I get the documentation on that?
Of course you can. And he brings that up as well.
Thank you. All right. So you were connected to the security system. You picked up, I'm guessing, on speakers, on cameras, activity in this room.
That is correct.
Okay. And the footage being collected for us will reflect those same stimuli?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you. All right. You there, the griffon.
Sorry. Yes, sir.
Well, why are you here? In this room right now, I mean.
In this room currently, making sure that nobody tampers with the body. A friend of mine, I heard screaming, so I rushed down here and walked into this.
Walked into this being what we see here now?
A corpse and a crying doctor.
I see. Why were you here at the party?
A friend of mine won tickets and invited me.
Which friend?
I think their name is Icebreaker.
You think their name is Icebreaker?
I meet a lot of people, and I get a lot of names, usually multiple names for the same people.
Quick question. Does it look like Smirkfluff has taken any hits out of character?
Did you?
No,
see.
the only attack I got missed, I'm pretty sure.
Nebula knows
Does
who
it
the
look
ones
like
that got hit.
there's like weapons gunfire around this room?
Oh yeah, there's definitely burn marks and bullet holes, especially along the north wall. And yeah, Smirkfluff looks undamaged.
All right. Did you happen to hear any gunshots or spells being cast?
Yeah, but they were over pretty quickly, and nothing was going on when I entered in.
What sort of work do you do?
I'm security.
I see. Are you carrying any weapons right now?
No, sir.
Would you mind emptying out your pockets and whatnot?
Yes, sir, and I do. So I wouldn't be carrying anything particularly. I wouldn't have any of my guns or anything on me because, again, I wasn't expecting a fight at this party. So it really would just be my armor, and that would my armor, probably whatever ID I happen to need on me on a regular basis.
You are
a couple of bits.
I noticed that you are fairly heavily armored under that suit.
Yes, sir.
Were you expecting trouble at this party?
No, sir. It's a recent acquisition, and I just needed to get used to it. And you work security long enough, and, well, you get a little paranoid.
Fair enough. You had no reason to suspect anything would happen at this party when you arrived, though, correct?
No, sir.
All right. Anyone else here waiting with you?
No, sir.
All right. How do I roll a thing?
Should I be rolling deception for that?
If you click on your portrait to bring up your character sheet.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah, I've got it up.
Just roll the total.
You could, yeah, you just click on the total and it'll roll for you.
15 perception. Is there anyone else in the room I don't know about?
Oh, right. It'd be bluff, not deception.
Interesting.
Surprisingly good bluff.
Yes.
Yeah, it's because it's Nebula and I actually care.
Hard to read a griffin, too, with pony language.
How are you hiding Nebula?
This is
I was
going to
say, why is Nebula still there?
I said I was going to keep Smart company. I said not to move me. I assume this is a small room.
It's a storage closet for chairs, actually.
Yeah, well, it's where we were trying to put the body. So
Yeah, well, Nebula's small. It's fine.
Detective Gray, you hear something in that closet that Smirkfluff is standing next to. Sounds like chairs that get bumped into.
God damn it, Nebula.
listen, you already said it, so I felt obligated to roll.
Well,
I say, pardon me, and open up the closet.
You find a large stack of poolside chairs and a child Kirin standing there.
Hello there.
Oh,
What are you doing in here?
hiding from the bad. Are you gonna be mean to Smirk?
God damn it, Nebula.
You two know each other?
She's my ward, and she's meant to be upstairs.
I want you to be alone.
You were with Stella. When did you get here?
I am leave.
You were already here and you didn't leave when did you get into this room?
I follow Smirk.
when I heard the scream.
I see. You're, Kirin, have you had, any, fiery flare-ups today?
No, I've been a good girl. I made a promise for cotton candy and I got it.
Okay. Promise to who?
Our friend who brought us.
That would be
I
Icebreaker.
said I would be well behaved if I got cotton candy, and I got cotton candy, so I'm gonna be good for 3 days, and I keep my promises.
Well,
Which, of course,
that's
is why you followed me down here and not staying upstairs.
I didn't make a promise with you to go upstairs.
well,
God, I hate children.
You hate children, but you love me.
it's it's an uphill process. All right then.
Yes.
What did you hear or see?
Screaming.
Anything else? Do you know what kind of voice did you hear screaming?
I heard Icebreaker screaming.
You heard Icebreaker screaming.
Yup. I came downstairs, because friends screaming is usually a bad thing.
And what did you do after that?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep in character, but if you're all green
You're beautiful. You are beautiful.
You're perfect. We love you. Don't change.
Alright, I'll be back. Let me know how bad this goes.
Just sort of panicking in the text chat over on the side. Internal screaming. Which is, you know, good and fun for me.
Of course, because you're
So-
bullying a small child.
Only
You
slightly.
feel proud of yourself.
It's a simple
is this
question. What did you do after you came into the room?
I went into the closet because Smirk said they're gonna stay until cops came, and then everyone else left, and I didn't want to leave Smirk alone, so I sat here, and I guess Smirk didn't notice because he's a feather brain.
Why did you feel the need to hide in the closet and not be out here with him?
Because he would have yelled at me.
Hmm.
Because he's a feather brain. And he doesn't
Oh, I'm
know what-
still going to yell at you. Don't you worry about that.
You always yell at me.
Is
You
there?
deserve it.
You said she's your ward. Is there documentation for that?
Not. Honestly, sir, no. She's.
That's
How
fine.
do I put this delicately?
It's
found her.
I
don't got a
understand
mom
either
or a
way.
dad. I got Smirk. So don't be mean to Smirk. He all I got.
I understand. All right. Thank you. I may have more questions for you later, and Detective Steel Gray will head back upstairs. I presume
Bye-bye.
to where the others are.
While
Steel,
the,
as
while
Steel
this
Gray
is-
goes upstairs, one of the officers comes over to you and says, I've interviewed 3 people over in a rec room over here. They seem to not know anything what's going on, so I'm assuming they are deaf.
Hmm.
They were baking bread and assorted baked goods in there. Nothing that I would consider a crime, other than I think they burnt some of it. But, you know, I've got their names and numbers and everything for you.
But they're, as far as their statements go, they heard nothing. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. They've been in that room the entire time. Security feed shows that they have been in that room the entire time. I think they did hear what went on, but they stayed put. So, if anything, the camera gives them something of an alibi to work with.
Does it show them reacting around the time of the incident?
Other than they seem to be startled a little bit by the gunfire, no. They just simply stayed and continued doing what they were doing.
Interesting.
They seem to be a little too calm and collected about.
Oh, absolutely. All right, thank you.
Gunfire, sir. You're welcome. I'll keep watching on them.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
All right.
Heads back upstairs.
While that info is happening, Icebreaker is doing her best to like stealthily review her footage to make sure there is nothing weird, like the monster doesn't appear on film or whatever.
Well, the good news for you is the monster does appear on the film.
Mm-hmm.
So it recorded the fight as you remembered it and as you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if that wasn't an actual monster you fought, it's one heck of a good special effect display.
Okay. Now, what's is because you started with good news is.
Oh, you want to know the bad news?
Yes.
Well, it definitely does show that you guys were in a fight with something.
Well, that's fine. That works with our story.
Okay.
We can work with that.
True. There may be some questions on why you brought guns to a party, but, you know, working with
I
it.
actually have a good reason for that. I have a good reason for that.
Okay.
I
Don't
didn't
tell me.
come-
Tell that to the officer.
All
Anyway.
right.
Nivix says is loaded with trank rounds, so
Detective Gray, when you come up there, the two officers there tell you that all party members from the guest list have been accounted for. So no one has left the premises.
All right. Let's start with Lethe. Remind me, what are you in your natural form or
She is actually in a change. This is a visible changeling.
all right. Are you recognized to be
nice
yourself
red
or like a different changeling?
Different changeling. Sort of off hues, off colors, but that matches the dress impeccably.
All right. So what did you see? What happened here?
Well, if you mind, I might go back a little bit to fully explain things. I came here with the accompanied of Icebreaker at behest of some of the extra tickets that he got. I noticed one of the doctor was Chandler here was in poor spirits and went to talk to him a little bit, but he seemed somewhat rattled, and I noticed him step down into the basement, worried about like him considering what I picked off of him. Very emotionally receptive to people.
Mm-hmm.
I looked to him. I went to the east because I thought he might have gone that way. Knocked on the door. Some people responded, but I didn't really understand about what.
You knocked on the door to the rec room.
Yeah, it was to the east. I'm not sure what room it was because it was locked. I went to the left, and it's hard to describe the senses involved for. This is a unicorn, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She'll look and say it's in a way. I'm very, very intuitively involved with the nature of magic in a way, but I got I don't know how to describe it, but a sense of wrongness that, unfortunately, I'm being changeling. It's one of those things you worry about when you come across such natively, and I call for my friend Icebreaker to help me potentially see if there was not something wrong, because I would rather not see anything wrong happen. And when we got there, well, things went south, as best I can describe it.
Can you describe in more detail?
Well, you probably best look over the recording, but something was trying to kill Dr. Chandler. I did my best to pull him out and make sure he was okay before addressing the problem. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Lethe as well. I'm very sorry.
Thank you. I may
She'll
have
step
further
out of the way.
I may have further questions. Don't go anywhere.
No, I'll just step out of the way and
I
let
go
you do
towards
your-
one of the other officers and say, bring Wadsworth to me real quick.
Yes, sir. And he would go downstairs to do so. And for Smirkfluff and Nebula in the basement with the body, when the officer comes to retrieve Wadsworth, Wadsworth kind of looks at you two and say, "Don't touch anything."
Can I go in the hot tub, Mr. Wadsworth, please?
I would prefer you all go upstairs where everybody else is and just leave the body be.
At this point,
Okay.
we should probably be sending some forensic officers down there.
Yeah. All right.
We'll go up if there's an actual officer there.
Oh, and then poof, we'll have
Yeah.
a couple
Offi-
officers there to do
officer-
their thing.
Yeah, officer on site to, yeah.
They will do their forensics.
All right, come on. Let's go upstairs.
Okay. Have fun. Smirk's back.
All right.
So Wadsworth comes over. Yes, sir.
All these questioning, I'm trying to stay relatively separate, but I say to him, stairs down to the downstairs, the basement area. Were guests allowed to go down there?
Guests are allowed to go down there. However, the pool was supposed to be off limits. I had the door specifically locked for that reason.
All right. All right, thank you. Let's see. I walk up, glance at Icebreaker, and then go towards the living room.
All right. Well, the living room's definitely full of a lot of guests right now.
All right.
Rose is in full emotional support of Dr. Chandler, hugging, petting. Even if you can't see psychically, you can tell his mind is like peering into Chandler, trying to see everything he can do to calm the guy down.
It definitely
Right.
works, and he'll calm down and just kind of. I mean, still sad, but he's not a complete mess, I guess.
Right.
I tell
But
him,
Oz is so completely focused, you could walk right up to him and he wouldn't even notice you right now.
Okay.
all right. I tell the officer in the living room, I'm going to conduct questions in the playroom for a bit. Send in Dr. Chandler first.
Very well. And the officer will go to retrieve Chandler, assuming Oz doesn't stop or anything.
Oz will eye the officer and just, please, take care of him.
Of course, sir.
Then Oz lets go.
All right. I understand you were in the room at the time of the incident. Can you tell me what happened?
Oh my gosh, I didn't think she was still alive. I
Who was still alive? Please,
it's so hard to say. I didn't think she would, but she. I don't think that the ponies who had a fight meant anything wrong. They were just trying to protect me from her. She's a Kirin named Arista. I'm not sure where she's from, but she has it out for me and some of my associates at the lab. I don't think she very much likes us anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sort of under an NDA to really say anything, if you understand.
I will give me the name of the of your corp and lab, and I will file a request.
Okay. He gives you the Shirawasi name and the contact information of his supervisor and the lawyer that would be most helpful with NDAs if you need to get further information.
Mm-hmm.
Or to serve warrants.
But if I'm to understand, there was someone else there You said she and a Kirin?
Yes, Arista. She tried to kill me by drowning me in the pool. And honestly, I probably deserve that.
But you didn't because you were saved? Someone fought on your behalf?
Yeah, some of those guests came down. I recognized the one with the bluish mane, and one of the other ones that was comforting me earlier. And I think, or I'm a little befuddled. I'm sorry, but yeah, and I don't know. There was a fight, and then there was that dead body. I don't know who that was. I've never seen that person before.
That person was not in the room at the time.
No, Arista was. I don't know what happened to Arista. Something. Sorry, I wish I knew more. I was sort of in a daze.
When was the first time you saw the body in that room?
I would say minutes ago, before you all arrived. When
did you see it appear?
Maybe it appeared. I think.
Do you know where it came? Do you know where that pony came from?
I don't know. No, I'm sorry, sir. I do not.
All right. That'll be all. Thank you for now. I may have follow-up questions at another time.
Okay.
Send in the changeling you were with, O's.
Question: how much is audible to us?
I'm in the playroom, which I have the
doors open.
Doors.
Well, it doesn't really have.
Yeah, it doesn't really have doors.
Doors. So if
All
you were
right,
close enough, you could. But none of the guests look like they're listening in.
Oz is going to, if he can, relay the conversation to his friends telepathically so they can listen in. At least for what he's going to be asked and the answers he's giving.
All right.
Unfortunately, Lethe can't get any closer with people watching, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I
just doesn't trust you all to not steal something at this point.
Wadsworth, I'm hungry.
Okay,
Sir.
officer, what you want to know?
What did you witness?
You mean today or the relevant backstory from before?
What would be the relevant backstory for this incident?
Okay, so let me get you the full dump. My friends and I are a Trotter team. We a week or two ago,
you say?
We stick to the right side of the law. Honest, we were hired to do a recon run to that doctor's lab by his employer, or by an agent of his employer. And there we saw security.
I give a meaningful glance to the officer in the room.
Officer nods.
Yeah. And there we saw on security that a certain Kirin, who showed up again just today, had basically wrecked the lab. We think that Kirin may have been out trying to get that doctor, but the doctor happened to not be at the lab at the time. Unfortunately, a few other ponies were, and well, let's just say we found their bodies. When we got to the lab, every pony was gone, pretty much. So we just logged stuff and left. It was a Shirawase lab. And then we didn't see the doctor or the Kirin again until today, when one of my friends, Icebreaker, let out a scream. I'm pretty sure she was first on the scene and was summoning us. When I got down there, yeah, sure enough, that Kirin was trying to drown that doctor. We weren't going to have any of it, so we tried going on that Kirin. Kirin morphed into this monstrosity. Hopefully the cameras got that. We fired back in self-defense, and then the monstrosity died, not because we attacked it, but because it's been under a whole bunch of polymorphs. Apparently it was this ex-military guy who's been suffering Well, we've seen quite a few other ex-military ponies suffering similar. Not quite, not nearly this extreme, but something's out for them.
I understand. Who else is on your Shadow Trotter team?
Yeah, you'll find this out eventually. So yeah, it's me, my sister Lethe, adopted sister. Smirkfluff, his adopted ward, Nebula Flare, Icebreaker, and Nivix.
You hear a thought in your head, and it is this, Oz. If we end up in the same prison, I'm drowning you in a toilet.
There's a very loud screech mentally.
And I'm not sure that
I hope your ears bleed.
And I'm not sure they would appreciate me telling you this, but I'm telling you this so that I can protect them. Honest, we've done nothing illegal here.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, what violence we did was purely self-defense and Good Samaritan efforts.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to get that picture, thank you. You can go now.
Okay. Very good.
By the way, what is the detective's cutie mark? Do we know?
You don't know. He's in a suit of sorts.
Mm-hmm. Cultural.
So yeah, I did make an out-of-character note about nobody being there to guide Oz away from complete and total honesty.
You actually said no such thing.
It was
No,
in the alley.
I did. Out of character,
yeah. Okay.
Though I'm going to have to come up with a really good reason not to shoot you later.
So at the end of this, who are you voting to out the airlock?
Oz. You cannot, in the same sentence, say, with no one to guide him away from complete and total honesty, and then open the next line with, I connect to everyone telepathically. I am so sorry, but that does not work together, buddy.
Yeah, the detective didn't ask him not to relay the entire conversation to everybody else.
No, I
don't. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that you did that.
Mm-hmm.
It's more the.
What I'm getting at is you can't say that there's no one to guide me and then immediately start talking with everybody. Like,
yeah, he can. Yeah, he can.
I mean, yes, you can. You just shouldn't.
Are you going to rule the player to? Oh,
you
didn't flat out say you were talking about.
Calm down. I mean, sometimes.
I want to be really clear here. I'm not actually mad in any capacity.
Yeah, no one's actually mad.
I think this is super cool.
Right? Here. This is how Oz views the world.
It's just my brain is having a disconnect of you. If you can always mentally connect with other people, then there is really not a situation where you can't say that other people aren't around to guide you. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, you could have coordinated
no one was talking to him, telling him not to do this, so he was just broadcasting out.
Because most of us probably thought that, we're a Trotter team. Telling that to the police is probably a bad idea.
Most of us can't do the broadcasting. We just pick up and then can broadcast back. We can't just think things if you guys imagine it.
Also connecting us to some certain things in that we probably shouldn't have been doing is generally seen as a bad thing,
Well, I mean, some people who are very honest, they can't help it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But there's honesty, and then there's shooting yourself in the foot.
In all four hooves at once with a bazooka.
And wings.
And landing in a minefield. Icebreaker's cultural role was to determine what she knew of this detective, if anything.
With a 14.
14?
It's probably not remotely enough.
Yeah. You've heard of some really good detectives, and this is probably one of them. But that's
probably keeps out of the news if at all possible.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
That makes them one of the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Ones that kind of don't jump at the media or anything. Yep. No show.
I think I found Icebreaker's face on hearing this conversation telepathically.
Remember, it's only 30 feet though so you'd have to be within the 30, and none of us are except for
Okay.
Nivix.
All right. Yeah. The only one who would have been there is Nivix, who, for all of his many, many, many talents, social graces are not among them.
Yep.
Range of Lees who could have broadcast to the others?
I've not been within range. I've been 50, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
then only Nivix heard this.
Okay. Good. That's less reason for me to immediately panic.
Players still.
Yeah.
Can you deny that this will be Icebreaker's face on hearing what happened?
That's my
Also-
big face right now.
All right.
Is Nivix next?
No, actually. I say I go back out to the main hall and coordinate with the other officers to help sort of contain the scene. And then I ask the officers to gather up, looking at my notes. Icebreaker, Nivix, Nebula, Smirkfluff, O's, and Lethe to me in the front hall.
There's no Nebula Flare. There's only Nebby. Sorry, officer. I'm gonna go home now. Bye.
I do have one question.
I'm going in the bag willingly.
Did obviously you got everyone else's names, but did I must have missed it? Did Dr. Chandler say Oz's name out loud?
I don't think he did.
Okay.
No.
'Cause I don't think he.
I probably just referred to him earlier as the changeling that was next to you.
Okay.
But
I just
out of
wanted to
character you did,
clarify
but you
that
never got. So you never got Oz's name.
Well, then that changeling I spoke with previously.
Yeah, I don't think it's too hard to find you exactly.
I as due diligence, I probably would have asked your name just as a matter of procedure.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to check, like, what's the over under on you actually having files on us beforehand. So.
Well, once I've gathered you all, do I have everyone here? Nivix, I'm missing Nebula.
Nebby. Oh, he was hidden under Smirkfluff.
Nicely
In
done.
the back.
Well done on the map. Well done hiding your icon under Smirkfluffs. That's very on brand.
Yeah.
I say, well, good news for all 6 of you. I don't think there will be any charges coming from this incident. But I'm going to need all of you to come down to station for some additional questions.
When would that be, sir?
Oh, today. Now.
Let me see if my lawyer is available, sir. I'm going to call my lawyer. I run a show that talks about conspiracy theories. Of course I have a lawyer.
Your lawyer can meet us there.
And on that bombshell, 'cause that sounds like a great place to stop this.
Figured I'd lay that one up for you.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
My personal MVP is Winged Cat.
Oh boy.
Y'all did great.
All right. On that bombshell.
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you for listening to our Spudventures. If you like what you heard, you can find more at youtube.com/newbiespud or wherever you get your fine podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, whatever. We aim to live stream these games every Sunday around 2 p.m., I guess Mountain Time now that Daylight Savings Time is ended. That might be where it stays for a while. At twitch.tv/newbiespud. If you want to keep up with this and other projects I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter at newbiespud. And if you want to support my ability to produce more content like this, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/newbiespud. See you next time with more of the Forgotten Ones.